And with that, we return to the likes of the Auroraverse once more, as this is part 2, Electric Boogaloo, of today's D&D day. Hello everybody, how's it going everybody? Welcome to the stream. It is time for the likes of Voden, Fables, the fantastical Westmarches campaign where you, yes, you get to affect the likes of the games and more, and help out and leave your mark. Hope everybody's had a great and fantastic day, but now as we are wrapping everything up, we continue on as we begin to join in from the likes of combat. Also, Nicholas, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Appreciate that. Also, hello, Phoenix. Welcome to the stream. All right, everybody. No announcements really today. Besides, hey, if you guys enjoyed the stream so far, make sure to actually scroll down and support with the likes of a follow or a like on the video. It does help out tremendously. All right, everybody, let's go into it and let's see what the players are talking about. Oh, and also, hey, if any of the Voden Fables people want to join on in for this game, by all means, let me know, and I will add you into chat, because we got an open spot. So just let me know in chat, and I will look at it, and you can also send me a direct message as well in the Discord, and I will look into those sort of things. All right, everybody, but that's it for me. Let's do this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Hi. No, go continue, please.
Oh, I was just doing the gun by thing, you know, like anyway.
We're considering our mortality in this moment.
Yeah.
I see.
We said before mortality.
Yeah, we need a more legitimate doctor than Pans by the time we're done.
Oh my god. Goodness gracious. This is gonna be something. All right, y'all. Are y'all ready for wacky...
Going down in a blaze of glory? Yes.
Well, yes, that in a wacky time.
Yes.
For some cosmic. Yes.
Don't you say cosmic death. Don't you say it. Don't you will that into into existence then.
You know, things happen, Sensei. It's your...
Don't
you dare say it's my fault, because you know it's not my fault.
I just want you to know that if Spark dies, my next character is going to be unhinged.
Oh no.
Well, the issue is what we're fighting right now. If you die...
You don't get that twice.
Exactly.
I wasn't aware that Spark currently had hinges.
Oh boy. Kat, you were saying, sorry.
I was saying, considering what we're about to fight, death is going to be a lot worse.
Elle, are you ready? Because this is gonna be this is gonna be something.
All right. Well, everybody ready? Everybody ready for what is to come? I need each and every one of you to do one simple small thing, and that is, come on, do the thing. Yeah! Gather around the table, and let me tell you all a Voden fable. Gather around for the tale to forges one's legend, and to gather around to face a looming corruption within. For this, my friends, this is the tale of a dangerous game. With that, my friends, you all strangers from vast worlds have been dropped into this strange unknown realm, specifically being the Forbidden Expanse. Hearing and picking up the job from the likes of the Keepers, and held by the likes of the kindred spirits themselves, you all would work underneath the likes of the Tahiri Titan, the Twilight Titan specifically, and the likes of Ilva. A fierce woman who seemed to be a cleric of Twilight specifically, but they also wielded an impressive and intimidating demeanor. That, as they would explain exactly what your quest would be to find multiple strange dinosaurs, specifically Triceratops in this strange land. However, if our heroes were to find any Nazgul specialties Triceratops or robotic individuals from afar, they were tasked to bring those individuals as well with the other dinosaurs they may find. As man's best friend is not a dog, it in fact was a dinosaur. As our heroes would continue on in the Forbidden Expanse, this dangerous desert wasteland, they'd find another dinosaur, but not a Triceratops, not yet. They'd find an individual named Terry who seemed to be a Brontosaurus, and dressing them up in questionable attire, They'd eventually try to call them a Triceratops and more before sending them off with a note in hand and in tow back to the kindred spirit's base. Eventually, our heroes would head into the cave before finding an individual of legend, an individual who tell their tale before being laid to rest by the likes of our dragonborn paladin and Yorig. With that, our heroes rushed ahead to try to save the likes of any Triceratops or any dinosaurs afar. And as they did, they'd look outside to find an astral sandstorm abundant. But whether our heroes will be able to survive this day, or will they be forgotten, never to be remembered and their legend snuffed out of existence? We'll have to find out. This time, in the finale of A Dangerous Game. With that, my friends, we pick back up exactly where we left off. Oh god, Terry Boss coming in loud as hell with that one. But as we pick back up exactly where we left off, we look directly towards the heat of combat. As this is said, you guys should all look over and you'll see a couple of individuals who seem to be badly injured and also cuter than others, but we'll go into that in a minute. Regardless, as you look out and what you see, it seems to be that there are multiple hyenas that are gathered forth surrounding the robotic Triceratops, as well as a Pteranodon, who seems to be a winged beast seeking to try to take flight. Looking about, as the hyenas are surrounding them, there seems to be another larger one, almost in battle with the cuter sort of Triceratops, but they seem to be almost deathly afraid of what's happening. You rush out, gathering your swords and your shields and even that of your staves, ready to conjuring any bits of the arcane or anything that you can possibly muster. That, as you look ahead, you see as an individual begins to stand before you. An individual the likes of Keeper, Camino. The tall red hooded individual looks over towards you and looks over at the scene, and they see that this will not do. They'll unfurl the likes of their cloak, astral in nature and more. And as they do, stepping out seems to be a strange shadow, a strange figure. And as one centaur fades from this world, another one begins to emerge, ready to forge their legend. With that, you see this individual emerge from the Keeper's cloak. All and clad in armor, they look over. With that, oh boy, I'm gonna butcher this. Now remember, it's gonna be a little while until I get everybody's new names and all that sort of stuff right, especially with new characters. But correct me if I'm wrong. Saffron. Did I butcher that or did I get it right?
Saffron.
Saffron. Did I get that right that time?
Yes, that's right.
There we go. So, Saffron, if you could please introduce yourself as the player and then also describe what your character looks like.
Player, I am Krujan Gyel. So I've been playing D&D for way too long, and I have too much fun doing it. I'm usually the DM, and so I love being the player. I am a chaos monkey, but my actual character, her name is Saffron Bertrice, and she is a centaur, but of zebra speckling. She's a hunter. She loves to check out new things and meet new people, but this is a bit much for her.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So she's a bit discombobulated, but intrigued. She hasn't quite taken in what's going on yet, but she's kind of looking around, and it's like, this is interesting. She has a very sharp accent that you all will pick up. She's clearly from somewhere else, and so yeah, that's her.
Good stuff. And to show off their art, there you go. As this is said, you'll see as Keeper Communal begins to finish conjuring the likes of the spell before looking over towards you and all of the other Fable Rangers, our heroes, off to the side. As this is said, you'll see as they'll begin to kind of put their hands on their head, kind of towards their mask, and they'll begin to say, Oh no, this is a little bit of a situation, a little bit of a pickle. All right, So, Saffron, I hope that you're okay and you're ready to fight because this is gonna be a little bit of a stressful one. Hopefully you understand all the briefing that I mentioned before, but these guys are bad business. But those individuals over there, I'll point over towards the Fable Rangers, these heroes. These will be able to help you out a little bit, but you guys are probably not gonna want to wait too long on this one. If you do, those guys are gonna meet their doom, and very, very fast. That, as you all look out, what do any of you say in this moment in time?
Hello, new friend. Welcome to the team. I'm Uric Goldscale. We could probably go through pleasantries. We've got a bit of business to attend to. I'm feeling like the big one might be a little bit too much for my capabilities, but that small, cute one there, well, I've had enough
What?
about.
Might I
Yes.
ask, what is your names?
Well, I'm
I'm
Uric.
Saffron. Aha.
Saffron. Sorry about that. I'm being rude.
You
Looks
can
over
call
to
me
everyone
Spice.
else.
You can call me Spice, since we shall do battle together.
Spice. Oh, all
Yes.
right. Well, you can call me Rig.
You can call me Dr. Pan's Gaspin MD. Now let's catch some dinosaurs.
Dr. Pants?
Pans.
As in pants. As in the
Pans.
clothing.
Oh, you're saying it wrong. Pans.
Pans. As in cook things. Cook things. Pants.
Yes, pots and pans.
Ah, okay. Dr. Cutlery. Is that fine?
It's not really a utensil, is it? It's more of a... Sure.
You all will get
We don't have
along
time for this.
very well. I will leave you all to it. And they'll begin to slowly vanish from the astral cloak and explode into oblivion and more sparkles. That.
It seems a little weird that they don't help us fight. It's a little weird to you.
I'm
All right, they're gonna
So-
fucking reanimate. All right, they're gonna look over.
Typical
They
upper
begin to-
management.
You'll see as they kind of unfurl the cloak once more, kind of appears out of nowhere, and they just kind of stick their head out of this little astral portal. Hey, we're working on it. If you want to see us fight, go check out the Voden Knights or some shit. I ain't getting paid for this sort of thing. Besides, you'll all lose. Anyways, I'm here to help you, not... And I can't really assist with this specifically. Don't ask me, don't question me. Ask the big man up top. Bye now. And you'll see as they kind of just appear right back from the portal in the strange astral dimension.
She
Well.
says, they seem to be powerful but cowardly? I don't know.
vanished.
Anyway, I'm Spark of Opal, but you can just call me Spark. It's fine.
Oh,
You see, like a
Spark
little
of Opal.
tiny moth folk that's like
Oh.
dark gray and orange and fire coloring, with a big staff that looks like a lantern
Oh,
at the head of it.
it's a pleasure to meet you. Opal for short, or Spark of
Fine.
short, or
Spark's
of
fine.
the
Opal's
short?
where I'm from.
Oh, okay. Spark. Okay. It's nice meeting you. And she
You can
bows
also
to
call
all
me
of you.
best friend because we're gonna be best friends.
If we live, according to the coward that just left.
With that, as you look over, there's only one last individual, Katarina.
Hi, I'm Katarina. I am so hyped for this fight. Can we start that? Sorry for short introduction. I am very hyped for a fight. There's been so much fun stuff happening here.
Yes, a Nazgul Triceratops is not getting any better.
As you sort of look over, Katarina, you kind of just do the quick introduction, like, hey, how's it going? I'm Kat. And then just keep on going. You're readying yourself as you're crackling with lightning and electricity. And you see as that one, Saffron, that one is definitely excited for what's to come. Now,
No. Let's rip some throats.
as this is said, you all look over and you hear as the Triceratops begin to start rushing and ramming through all of the bits of hyenas. You see as they begin to start cackling left and right, the hyenas specifically, as they're rushing over, trying to, in unison, attack them all at once. They jump over towards its legs, but they jump over towards its body, trying to rip this creature to shreds. And with each bite, with each tear, you see as more and more of this strange astral coating, this blue, green, and purple almost liquid begins to form, placing itself onto the Triceratops. However, it is the same story with the likes of the Pteranodon, as well as the likes of the Triceratops towards the northeast. Bad heroes, you only have so much time to assist. And as the battle begins to form in front of you, well, the good old saying that we like to say, and that is, your souls are shackled. And the time for battle is now. In fact, I'm gonna need each and every one of you roll for initiative. All right, let's do this. So I'm gonna add you guys in. So, and Christian Gal, let me know if you need any sort of assistance with how Foundry works, and I will run you through it. Also, why are there two pans in the initiative? Wait a minute.
There are two
Getting out of
pans.
hand. Now there's two of me.
He gets to go twice.
Wait a minute.
You've learned to duplicate.
He's learned
Pans
replication
duplicated. Did you
magic.
tell the other one pots?
I've
So
learned
we
that
have
secret technique from Trojan.
I'll say that one more time, Katarina.
I was gonna say, can we just call any duplicate pans pots, so we have pots and pans?
There you go.
My God.
Here, listen, if he dies, I'm coming in with a second goblin, and you already know the name.
Oh man, goodness. All right, so some of you guys are already injured, some of you are already sort of hurting. However, there's no time to cry, only time to fight and stand. That's as we begin initiative. First things first, I'm gonna add a bunch of these guys into initiative. All right, how do we want to do this? Do we want to? Nah, they should be fine. All right, you guys are gonna get a lot of dice onto your screen, so prepare yourselves. It's gonna be a lot. All right. Ooh, some pretty good and some pretty bad. But we're gonna start off the top of initiative with the Pteranodon, and then after that is going to be Katarina, then it's Chaffron. But we look over. The Pteranodon begins to start flapping its wings left and right, and as it does, it starts slashing and snarling at each of the creatures around it. However, it doesn't have much to hold on to because it's not that healthy of an individual. It'll reach over trying to slash at the likes of the hyena before grabbing and biting it, trying to fly away. That it's going to make an attack roll towards the hyena over here. Right attack. It's gonna be a 15 to hit. That's 5 points of damage. It just bites into its neck, ripping it to shreds before tossing it off to the side. And as this is said, it has an opening. It flaps its wings and flies off, jetting past each and every one of the individuals. Now, because it does have the flyby ability, it will not provoke any attacks of opportunities as it begins to take flight and soar up above. It's gonna take about 20 feet of flight upwards, and it's gonna just continue going up, up, and up. As this is dropped down, the hyena does not fall and the body is there. No, you look over and it shatters into oblivion, several million astral pieces, almost like ice or glass breaking, before it is eviscerated and evaporated from its form. With that is the Pteranodon's turn. We head over towards Katarina. What would you like to do? Katarina, you big muted.
I have an
There you
idea. I'm double checking this. Yeah, I'd have to dash to get there. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna move my 30, and then I'm dash now to just get right over here so I can smile at these two.
Gotcha. And you're using your action to dash, you said?
And yeah, so I'm gonna use 2 of my sorcery points to quicken cast Thunder Wave.
Thunderwave. Now keep in mind, Thunderwave is not an AoE around you. It is a sort of...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so everybody always gets that confused. I only learned that from like the Baldur's Gate and the Lost video game. So if you want to move
In
your
that
character
case,
back a little bit and then do something, then all good.
I will. I already clicked on the spell though, so I'm not sure how to cancel it when I already have its pop-up up.
That's fine. Do you still want to cast Thunderwave or no?
Yeah, I'm still gonna cast Thunder Wave. I'm just gonna back up a bit.
Yeah, that's fine. So cast Thunder Wave, even if it's on yourself, I'll just take away the damage.
Yeah.
All right, Thunder Wave. That's going to be a
I
Constitution
will
saving
have
throw.
actually been up here.
You got it. And as you cast the spell, what does it look like?
It is basically, it looks like somebody just like threw a small lightning explosive right in, and it just boom, like it's just this orb of lightning that just erupts in a deafening sound as Katarina just yeets it. They're getting ready for like all of the fights.
As you do, you send one of the individuals flying left and right. They begin to start tumbling about, rolling and rolling and rolling, and as they do, they crash into the rocks and the sand, and they explode into millions of pieces like the other hyena before. With that, one creature is down, but another one still remains. Katarina, is there anything else you want to do on your turn, or is that it?
That was action, bonus action, movement. I'm good.
All right. As this happens, before your turn, Saffron, you look over, and on initiative 20, what happens? All right, here we go. You look up, and you see as things are picking up. Not even just in the combat, but also all around you. A bit of the astral sandstorm smashing into each of you left and right. You have to try to shield your eyes before you all go blinded for a moment. And that is exactly what you're about to roll for. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws for me. You don't know how to make a saving throw? All you're gonna do is just gonna double click on your token. You're gonna click over where it says Con, and it's gonna ask you for ability check or saving throw. You're gonna hit the saving throw button. All right, so 19, that's a success. 5, that will fail. 14,
that's not
success. 18, almost said 18 fail. 18 success.
Oh God.
All right, there we go. Now, the individuals over here, the corruption itself, they do not need to make the Constitution saving throws from being blinded by their own sort of force. But these Triceratops, however, are not as lucky. They will need to make a saving throw. That's an 18. He will succeed. The other one over towards the right, they will succeed. This one up above, the Pteranodon, they will have disadvantage as they're flying up in the air directly into it. But at 16, they will still succeed. With that, as the astral swarm begins to hit and strike into each and every one of you, Katarina, you find yourself blinded and coughing up a bit of the astral smoke and more. But as we look over from that, Saffron, receive initiative. What would you like to do?
So Saffron says one must ignore distractions when one is bloodlust. And so she completely ignores all of that and knocks an arrow. Her arrows have these brightly colored tails on them. She goes, let's see what we can do. And so she is going to shoot.
Nice, 19 to hit and 7 points of damage. Describe their death as that arrow strikes.
It goes through their neck. She goes clean. That's what you do.
As it
Hell
happens,
yeah.
strikes down onto the ground. They fall in before breaking and shattering. With that, clean shot, clean kill. Hyena's dead. That is your action, but you do have a bonus action and movement.
Yes. For her bonus action, she is going to do nothing really. I don't think she's going to do anything, but she is going to move to line up her next shot. So she is backing up a little bit. She's a little too close to come for comfort. So she's gonna come next to who's this?
Easy enough.
Yuri. Yep. And she goes, "Hello, friend." And then
miss
she's in
you.
her turn.
Oh, right?
Easy enough. So as you begin to take the arrow, you begin to walk over towards Yuri, say the phrase, and you continue on. But with that, we look over, and now it's time for the hyena's turn. All right, here's what they're gonna do. They are going to start rushing over towards this beast, and as they do, they begin to start circling around in unison as they strike as a unit. They're going to attack the Triceratops over here, and they are gonna make it with advantage due to pack tactics. 21 to hit, 6 points of damage. You see as they rush over, just lunging and throwing themselves at the metal exterior before this one ends his turn. This one over here is going to rush over, and as they do, they're going to circle around. This one's not going to be able to get pack tactics. Actually, will it? Let me make sure. Is one of 5 feature of the creature and the allies incapacitated. Yes. That said, they actually will get pack tactics. All right, they're going to rush over and they're going to jump over almost kind of towards their horns and try to claw it off. It's going to be with advantage. 12 to hit. That will miss. You see, as he tries to jump over towards the horns, he uses it and just smacks them with it before sending the hyena flying into the rocks. That's their turn. Next up is this last hyena, and then Spark of Opal. It's going to be your go. This individual is going to rush over, and as they do, they will see as, maybe this is all said and done. Maybe this will be okay. They look over, and they turn their attention over towards the individual casting the loud thunder or a thunderous boom over towards the left. With that, sees they will break form, they'll break pact, and they will begin to rush over towards you, Katarina, but not before eventually taking an attack of opportunity. All right, let's see if the Triceratops will be able to strike into them. It's gonna be a stomp attack. 13? Oh yeah, this guy's dead. You see as he just rushes over, he just before he's just immediately kicked off to the side, and a corpse is presented towards you, Katarina, as this creature is dead. Costly mistake though.
No.
All right, Spark of Opal. You receive initiative. What would you like to do?
Hopefully you have I have the stats in front of me, but I am going to first as a bonus action, wild shape into a panther.
You got it. I can do that. One moment. Panther. Actually, let me see if I can get the token for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. All right, here you go.
The rest of you just see Spark basically, while running, erupt into flame and shift into this big black panther with like glowing orange eyes as it just darts for the larger pack off to the left on the map here. So I am going to go and pounce upon this hyena here.
You got it. You rush over through the sands and more. Go ahead, make your attack roll.
Yep. So it has to be a claw attack first before I can see if the pounce will take effect. So let me do that. Where is it? Features. Nope, that's pounce.
Oh, and don't forget to target them as well.
Oh, here it is. I found it. Sorry.
All good, all good.
There we go. Okay, so claw attack.
Ooh, a 9. That's not going to be able to do it.
Only a 9 to hit. Okay.
Now, here's what happens. As you begin to rush over towards it, here's one thing. Also, Pan's Goblin, you did get inspiration from chat, but Spark, as you rush over, you jump and leap towards them, trying to claw at them with a fury. However, you skid off to the side, just barely missing it as the hyena actually ducks underneath and begins to face you in combat. That you now have its attention. Do you have a second attack, or is that all for the panther?
You only get one attack as a panther, so that's it for me.
Gotcha. That'll be your action, bonus action, and movement. We head towards the next individual as the giant hyena now will take its turn. For you, Yurig, goes. The hyena over here, they are going to look over, and it's almost like a kaiju battle happening off to the side as they're going to just jump and just start clawing and biting into them, almost trying to consume them. They're going to use a funny little feature, because this is not a normal hyena. This is a special one. They are going to begin to start screaming out in a fury, laughing at their entire head off. And they're going to use a feature known as Reckless Attack. They're going to give themselves advantage on this strike. 11, that won't matter because they're not able to pierce the legs of this individual's hide. You see as they try to bite and tear into him, but the horns are getting in the legs of the way as they begin to shove them off of them. With that, that's going to be a mistake for them in the future, but you look over and that will be their turn. Yurig, you receive initiative. What would you like to do?
I'll look over at Saffron. Hello, miss. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna go break up the pack down there, but the baby is not doing so well. And then I am going to move forward to where this one is, up to 30 feet. what I can do. I'll take out the spear.
Easy enough. You should find it in your inventory, do you not?
I do.
Nice.
And then, I don't have any bonus. Okay.
Let me make sure.
Okay.
You should.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
And it has to be a one creature in. Okay, whatever. I'll just take the rest of my action and bonus action to just dash in over to this side here.
You got it. Rush over, and as you do, you close the distance between you and the other hyenas, swarming the legs of this Triceratops, grabbing the spear in hand and rushing over. Is that your turn?
Yep, and as I'm like running, all you hear, Pans, is, "Get the baby!"
Alright. So, Yurik, that is your turn. We go to the hyena's turn, and then we got a bunch of enemies, and then we're gonna go to you, Pans. First things first, this one is going to rush over, closing the distance. It's going to just jump and leap towards Katarina. As they do, you almost have to either duck or stand your ground. Fight attack. Well, that will miss. How do you deflect it?
As they come up, I'm just gonna kind of like do that thing where you step to the side and you like try to push them past you as they jump.
Easy
It's just
enough.
like, and push them to the side.
As you do, they kind of skid off to the side before eventually the next individual takes their turn. You'll see as now you're locked in combat, Spark, before this individual is circling around you, and you look over them, trying to not leave them from, or not let them leave your sight, before they leap and they try to strike at you. Fight attack. That's a 17 to hit, 5 points of damage as they start gnarling and gnashing at your neck. As they rip a chunk of flesh out, you see as now they have a dastardly smile on their face. Gonna be a Triceratops turn over here, and this individual is not too happy, but they're more so afraid rather than anything. You'll see as this individual, Spark, if you can look over toward the left, they seem to have a little bit more of a demeanor, kind of like Terry, and they're freaking out. They're kind of backing up for gonna cost for it. They're going to take an attack of opportunity. All right, here's what's gonna do. Giant Hyena's turn. They're going to use that same sort of thing before. 24 is going to hit, 13 points of damage. You see as they begin to start cowering in fear as they begin to, or as they're struck and have a chunk of their flesh ripped off before it's replaced with astral coating. That. You see as they are terrified and they are not an individual for combat. They're going to keep backing up and they're going to take the dodge action now. That is their turn. They do not do anything. This individual, oh boy, welcome to Voden because this is about to be a ride. All right. You'll look over, and this robotic individual, they're being attacked left and right, and now they're angry. You'll see as their eyes begin to start shining bright red for a moment, and as they roar out, it's not a normal sort of Triceratops roar, as if from an actual animal. It seems to be more robotic in nature. They're gonna try to strike out towards this hyena right here, the stomp attack. 16 to hit and 25 points of damage. They lift up and smash this creature over towards the side before they begin to speak and they say out loud, "Faulty, faulty, faulty. You all will perish by Nazgul's demands. Die!" And it will continue repeating and sort of sparking off. You notice as bits of debris and bits of flames are starting to build up amongst them as they're malfunctioning and more. But I just see what happens with them next turn. Pans, there's one individual left before you, but you look over right before you're getting ready to unleash what you have concocting. And this individual is going to just pounce over towards Yurig. They're going to rush over. They will outpack tactics. They will strike into you, Yurig. That is a natural 20 for a total of 7 points of damage. As this leaps over towards you, you see as they begin to start gnarling and ripping off bits of your own flesh, but also bits of your own clothing. Your hat flies off as you're pounced onto the ground before you're able to toss them over to the side and ready yourself for what's to come next. You only have 5 HP in a dream, but go ahead.
You hear Yurik roar out and cry out, "Not today, bitches."
All right, we'll see if you're able to stand your ground for this one. But, Pans Gaspin, what would you like to do?
Pan's a little bit distressed because he's a pharmacist, not a veterinarian. He's going to go and try and save the baby. So I've got 40 foot movement speed because it was an elixir I drank at the end of the last session. So that's the last hour. So I can get to here, which is luckily within 30 foot for me to cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on the baby Triceratops.
That's smart. What does this kind of look like when you cast the spell?
So he holds up his Tinker's tools, the Artificer's tools, which is basically like a Swiss Army knife, but it also has like little goblin effigies and bits of wood and twigs and metal sticking off of it as well. It's like ancient goblin booyah mixed with medical science, and it's like that. I don't know if you've played World of Warcraft when you used to get like the priest bubbles around things. It's like that.
Yeah.
Pops up around the Triceratops.
Perfect. As it begins to do so, you'll see as the individual is looking around and they seem extremely confused, but they will accept it for what it is. Pans, that is your bonus action. You do have an action though.
My action will be to drink that elixir of flight that I didn't feed to Terry last session. So I'm going to drink my flight elixir because I think it's better on me because the baby would just fly into the storm. So I'm going to use that up. I get 10-foot flight movement speed, but I've already used all my movement, so that's my turn.
I know you. Actually, wait. What is thingy? Technically, it is. So never mind. Yeah, I guess it would be. That would count as a little action or whatever. All right. So yep, you have the flight speed, and what is it exactly? So I can make sure to write it down.
Basically, I've got 10-foot flying speed, so I could fly 10 foot up if I wanted.
Gotcha. Are you flying right now or not yet?
Not right now. No. I'm not. Actually, could I have like unstoppered it as I was running and drank it and used 30 foot of normal movement and then 10 foot of flying speed because my base speed's currently 40.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So could I be 10 foot up? The hyena can still reach me, but it gives me a bit of a chance.
Easy enough. You begin to start hovering up a bit, and as you fly, you look over, and another hyena is still in the midst of combat, trying to bite down this individual. They'll rush over, almost jumping off the legs of the wall to give themselves a little bit more momentum. With that, this creature is going to take another attack with advantage. Attack tactics. 16 to hit and 5 points of damage. This Triceratops does not have much longer before it is defeated. However, as things were looking bad, they're only beginning to look worse. You look about, and you see as more figures are starting to emerge. You hear them screech. You hear their wails and cries. You just hear in the distance approaching and approaching rapidly. Join us! Join us! And with that, oh boy, more individuals are gonna start joining this combat. All right. D4 plus 2, let's hope for the best. It's not the big 4, so 2 individuals will begin to start appearing off towards this side right here. A little bit of ways. And with that, they will join combat. I'll roll initiative for them in a second. 2 more individuals will also join. Let me drag them from here. And they will begin to start surrounding the other Triceratops off to the side over here. As they do, they have them cornered, and they are going nowhere right now. All right, they will be added into combat. And as this is said and done, I will roll initiative for them before they take before they do anything else. NPCs. Alrighty, that is their go. Next up, we go to the Pteranodon, and then we go to Katarina. Let's go with this. The Pteranodon will look up, and they will see what's going on. They're not blinded, but they will get ready to help out as much as they can. They'll swoop on in, and they're going to use their little bit of 60 feet of movement speed, and they're gonna fly over to assist the likes of Nazgul Specialties bot. They swoop on in and just try to pick up one of the hyenas before tossing them off to the side. They're gonna use their bite attack. 22 to hit and 6 points of damage. They're able to just bite them, toss them, and throw them into oblivion. That is their turn. Next up in initiative, we go to Katarina. What would you like to do?
I'm currently blind, aren't I?
You are.
Ah, fuck. I know the thing is next to me though, right?
You would know that. So yeah, you kind of did this. Oh man, you're like Daredevil right now, where you kind of just threw it off to the side without really even seeing anything. So you know the individual is somewhere around you. You don't know exactly where, but they're probably pretty close due to the laughing and such, and they're just circling around.
Well then, I'll do my best. I don't want to use anything too big right now, so I'll go with Shocking Grasp and try to like manage to just like catch it and light it up?
Easy enough. As you do, you cast Shocking Grasp at disadvantage. That is control to do it.
Yep.
11. Funny thing is, I believe that hits, unless I'm crazy. That is their AC. That will hit, but it'll only do 1 point of damage as you're able to grab them and kind of just shock them a little bit. You hear a sort of as they kind of move off to the side, but they are still very much alive. Katarina, is that your turn or anything else?
Well, now that I know it's here, I'm not gonna move because I can't see anything else, so I'll be here.
Fair enough. All right, on initiative 20, before Saffron, your turn, you look over and this is what happens. You notice as the wind begins to pick up even more, it starts blowing each and every one of you back, almost sending you flying into the rocks themselves. And as it begins to continue speeding up, all ranged attacks now have disadvantage as it begins to just start going and flying wildly at this point. You're having trouble seeing, and now you're having trouble being able to even aim the likes of your attacks. So, as this is said and done, Saffron, you look over and you're having a little bit of trouble trying to pick or use the the bow and arrow and aim. Choice is yours on what you want to say or do.
So she. I have a question. Can we climb this ledge thing situation that we have?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Oh, but my long range stuff is messed up. Okay, so she is going to change her mind. She goes, oh, well, damn it. And she's going to charge. Let's just make sure. I wasn't ready for this. Oh, no. Okay. So she's going to have to use all of it. All right. See. She's going to make it about here. And then she's going to charge.
You got it. As you begin to do so, picking up and ramping up speed more and more and more, you charge forth towards the individual. And let's see what that is. I always forget for the bonus action, move at least 30 feet straight towards the target. When you hit it with a melee weapon, you can use your Who's attack as a bonus action. And you have 40 feet of movement, right?
Yep, I do.
All right, so let's see how far that can get you. 40 feet. Ugh. So you're not going to be able to reach over towards the hyena. They're a little bit too far, but I can offer you alternative. You can run over towards the likes of here, towards this hyena that's kind of heading over towards. I'm dragging a whole bunch of other people. You can head over to the one hyena that's attacking the likes of Spark, and you'll be able to hit them. You also should be able to make it to the hyena that is attacking Katarina down here. But that other one, unless you use the dash action, it's not going to really be able to do it.
So if I do my 40 and then I use my bonus action to charge the extra 30, it doesn't make it?
Oh wait, does it give you 30 feet? No. So
yeah,
it's not a dash action. It just gives, if you move 30 feet. The benefit of it is that you hit somebody and then you get to use a free bonus action attack with your moves.
She's gonna do it to this one then.
Easy peasy. Go fuck them out. As you rush over with the likes of your weapons, begin to close the distance almost rapidly. And as you do, you can attack them.
All right, so she's gonna pull out her short sword and she is going to stab.
21 to hit, 6 points of damage. And how do you kill them as you rush them down?
She sticks her short sword through one eye and it pops out the other eye, and then she just flings the whole thing off of her sword.
Nice. As you do, begin to sling it off the likes of your sword, and the only thing you can really see right now is only Katarina, who's only several feet in front of you. They're blinded at the moment, but we're welcome to at least see that someone else is here to have your back for right now. Saffron, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? You're muted on Discord.
No. That's it. Other than tell, I guess that's, sorry, get her name's Katarina. She goes, I am here. And that's it. She tells Katarina that she's there, and that's it.
You got it. That is your go. I'm going to clean up the battlefield and clean up a couple of dead hyenas off to the side. All right. That is your go. And we go towards the hyena over here. All right, Yurig, you look over, and it seems to be that the hyenas have a choice. They seem to be looking, either they're going to try to attack you or attack the Triceratops. Now, looking at it, they see the Triceratops is nearly down, and they're not going to hesitate to slay the beast. They're going to rush over and try to attack them. With that, that's going to be an attack roll. Just a straight bite attack for this one. 18 to hit and 4 points of damage. They again start ripping and tearing all the bits of metal plating and more. With that, the Triceratops is nearly dead. Only a couple of hit points left. But, Marco Volpol, you receive initiative. And you look over and there's another hyena still locked in combat and more on the horizon. What would you like to do?
Oh, this is not... I did not plan for this, which seems to be the mood for today. I can see that the Triceratops is nearly dead. And I can probably see also, given that this thing is quite skeletal looking, can I see that Yurig is quite injured?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it an action or a bonus action at your table to drop Wild Shape?
It's a free action.
It's a free action?
Yeah, I always let it be free.
Oh, I hate to give up these extra hit points that I have between me and death, but Spark has a duty, and so I'm going to drop Wild Shape.
All right, as you do, drop the likes of Wild Shape, and I'll revert your form.
I
would you
am
like to do?
going to look at my spell slots really quick before I have a panic attack. I have 1 second level spell left, and I am going to use Wither and Bloom.
Ooh, smart spell. As you do, cast it forth, and we'll describe what it looks like in just a second.
So am I selecting, what's the sphere? Can I
think
select
if you hit it, and then it'll tell you. It'll drop a little template for you.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
It does. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So the way it's showing up is it's going to injure the Triceratops, but I want to heal it.
I gotcha.
Is that okay?
I'll adjust it if it accidentally kills it
Okay.
and all that stuff.
Great. Because I'm just gonna drop it right in the middle.
All right, 11 points. First things first, I'm gonna make some Constitution saving throws. I'm gonna ignore it for the Triceratops and Yurig. So Hyena will succeed with a 20, and another one's getting a 15. God damn. All right. So let's revert all of that damage real quick. So, who is, if they succeed, do they still get the damage? Yes or no? I think they still do.
It says, well, given that it's not a cantrip, they should still take half. Yeah, half as much damage on a successful save.
Got you. All right, and then what happens to the Triceratops and Yurig?
Each creature of your choice must make a con saving throw, taking 2d6 necrotic damage, or half as much. In addition, one creature of your choice in the area. Oh shoot.
Ugh.
Only one. I thought it was everybody.
Voice is
Does it say
yours.
you have to damage
I
the
didn't think-
Triceratops,
I
or can you
didn't
leave
think
it
said
out?
that last time.
No, you can. I will say that you can leave it out if you don't want to.
One creature of your choice can spend hit die. I thought it was healing everybody in the area that's your ally.
So the choice is yours. You got to choose
Thinking
between
of
the
healing
Triceratops
spirit.
or the
So,
oh yeah.
I will heal Yurig. And so I guess for the sphere, I'll reposition it so that it doesn't hit the Triceratops.
All right, you're good. So with
It
that,
lands.
Yurig, if you want, you can roll a d10. I assume you want to, correct?
Yes, one moment. I just need to pull it up.
All good.
Yeah,
all good.
you can use one unspent hit dice.
Appreciate it.
Big 9, that's gonna be huge. As
9.
you do, you begin to slowly heal up, and as this begins to happen, with the Wither and Bloom spell, it will take half damage, half of 11 being 5. With that, the hyenas only have 5 HP. Spark, how do you kill both of them, and how do you heal your ally for full HP right then and there? Epic turn.
As before, I see what's happening across the battlefield, because I try to stay aware at all times, and given my passive perception, it makes sense. So I shift back into my regular form and immediately just like twirl the staff and flick green flame out towards Yurig and the hyenas to engulf those that I can sculpt it into damage for and heal those that I don't.
Nice. As you do, it begins to slowly heal and mend your allies, and with that, Spark of Opal, that is your action. You do have a bonus action and movement left if you want to do anything else.
I do have a bonus action. Let's see. I already cast a spell, so I can't cast a spell.
Nah.
I'm gonna summon Firefox.
Fair enough. As you do, you
That's
begin.
a bonus action.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah.
Wait, let me double check myself before I wreck myself
Pretty
here.
sure it's a bonus action. I'm like 90% sure it is.
Oh no, commanding it is a bonus action. I'm sorry. An action is to summon
Oh,
it, so
is
I won't
it?
do that. That's my turn. Yeah, it's
Damn.
action to summon, bonus action to command.
All good, all good. I had the
My
token
bad.
ready. All right, so that is your turn. Giant Hyena's
Yep.
turn. They will begin to gain the likes of initiative. They'll look over and let me roll something to see if they even notice Pans right now. All right, they're gonna make a perception check. 7. Nah, they're focused on the Triceratops. They're going to rush over and they'll probably rush over. And if you want, Pans, you can take an attack of opportunity and you can either hit them or you could try to attach yourself and grab them. Which one would you like to do?
Oh my! Why give me that option? I'm gonna grab it and like a big green tick just on the back.
You got it. As you do, you
Drag
try to
myself
grasp
along.
forth onto them. Make an athletics check. They're gonna make an acrobatics check to resist. Ooh, a 16. That's pretty good. 4. No.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I believe. No.
I don't believe.
That is an 8. You try to swipe out towards them. This individual, they just break off into a mad sprint. And as they do, they rush over and they just try to tackle this Triceratops down. They're gonna make another reckless attack. Oh wait, hold on. I just thought
It's a
about
wisdom
it.
save because of the sanctuary. So DC
Also-
14 wisdom save.
Also on top of that, they did reckless attack. So you have advantage on this grapple check because technically grapples are attack rolls. So roll one more time if you want to use that inspiration. And you roll that with advantage. 18, that is enough of what you need. You're able to grasp onto them, that reckless sort of nature getting the best of them, as you're able to cling onto and hold onto the legs of their fur for dear life. You look over and they're gonna try to leap over. They're gonna make that wisdom saving throw first. That is for the hyena. Natural 20, goddamn. They will continue on and they will take that 24 points, or 24 to hit and 12 points of damage. They strike down into them. They nearly toppled them down. That their turn. I believe that is all they've got. All right, that's their go. Your gold scale. You look up and you see as the individual creatures have been defeated, but there's still another one in combat with the likes of Spark of Opal. What would you like to do?
Oh god. Oh no. I can do this. Okay. All right. Excuse my language. I am going to go around this big guy, to get in range with Spark.
right.
Fudge.
As you
And
do,
I was
you begin
going
to
to-
rush over. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to tell the Nazgul, assuming that you can hear me, I wanted to tell it first before I cast any spells because I only have 2 spell slots. Delta! Get in the cave! Get out!
God damn it. You'll see.
Does
Make
it
a persuasion
understand
check.
me?
Make a persuasion check. I'll give you
Oh
advantage.
my God. Jurg is like, I'm just gonna run everywhere. I haven't hit anything.
That was perception, persuasion. Get out! Get to
God!
the cave now!
I mean, come on.
19. As you do your best Arnold impersonation, You see as their eyes glow exactly like the Terminator. I'm just glad you got the reference. And they will begin to nod, and they will begin to get ready to start charging off towards the cave. You got it. Good stuff. And all right, Yurik, that is just your free action, but you do have, or that was your movement.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
do have
beat this thing.
action though.
I have the spear. I'm gonna can just do damage with it. I'm gonna poke it.
Let's go.
I am within 5 feet of this, and I think with spear I need to be at least 10 feet. Is that right or no?
Nah, you gotta be 5 feet. You're thinking of a pike where you gotta be 10 feet or something like that.
How do I use you?
Oh yeah, it's been a while. So you're gonna hit the T key on the hyena to target them. Bam.
Okay.
And you're gonna hover over towards the spear, and you're gonna hit the icon of the spear rather than the name.
Hold on. I have to big charge it because I was doing things. Okay, T car T, T, and then spear.
Yep. Hit the icon.
Hit the icon. Hiya! Come on.
13. That's gonna hit. Oh, here. Let me get rid of the 9.
Whoops. Please get rid of the 9.
Got you. And it's asking for damage thingy. All right, here I got you. And normal attack. Ooh, boy, that's gonna be rough. 9 points of damage towards them, and as you strike with them, or strike with the spear from the other centaur that you previously were able to get it from, how do you want to kill them?
You see, you're yelling all across this entire time. It's been you're yelling. He's not gonna yell. He's just gonna roar. He's gonna be like, ah! Yeah, that's it.
Good stuff.
There's nothing. It's spear and
Easy enough. As you do, you kind of start yelling out before you sort of cough up a little bit. You kind of hack and cough as you inhale a little bit of the sand and more, but you're good to go. That creature is defeated, and we go towards the next individual if that's your turn. All right.
I do believe that is the end of my turn. I don't have any usable bonus actions at the moment right now. Looking over toward, I've already used my free action, but I would just nod towards Spark. That's it.
You got it. Hyenas over here, they're going to rush over, and yeah, they can't really understand the likes of Pans, what they're doing right now. So they're going to just jump over and just start biting into this Triceratops as well. It's going to be with advantage and 5 points of damage as they start tearing and gnashing.
Sanctuary.
Oh, yep, you're right. Wisdom saving throw. Thank you for that call.
Yeah, DC 14.
14. God damn! Why are these guys rolling so good? Oh my goodness.
They're some wise hyenas.
Apparently. All right, that'll be their turn. The hyena's dead. This one's over here. They're going to use their movement. Ooh, and it's a lot. They're gonna rush over with breakneck speed, and they're going to just pounce on one of you. All right, we're gonna play a good old-fashioned game. Mandy, can you guess what the game is?
Oh, yes.
What is it?
Should I say it?
Say the game.
Well, it's gonna be tag probably, or make like a tree and get the fuck out.
Oh no! You are sadly mistaken.
Oh no!
This game
is
called Rollies. I need you guys to roll d20s,
and
that is gonna be that is gonna decide who they're going to hit. So whoever rolls lowest is gonna get hit.
Okay. Oh no!
You guys tied her. All right. You know the rules of Rollies. That means I need you guys to roll one more time, as it is a standoff.
Okay. 15.
Right. That's a 1.
Okay.
Yurik, you are going to be the individual struck as this hyena just breaks out and just tackles you, almost like Pikachu with a Volt Tackle. Fight attack. 7. That will miss.
7.
They kind of just fly in between both of you as they skid off to the side, and they find themselves in between an angry Triceratops, a flaming moth person, as well as a big old dragonborn with a big old spear. They will end their turn in fear. Next up is the baby Triceratops. They're gonna just start. They're gonna keep dodging. They're not gonna really do anything. They're not really a combatant. Oh, speaking of which, they were dodging before. So let me see what their first attack was. And they might have missed from earlier. Let me check that. Sorry about that, y'all. Bam. First one was an 8 plus 2. Yep, that would have missed. Now they're going to get that HP back. And the other one... Nah, that one would have hit. All right, that is their turn. They're going to keep on dodging. All right, Hyena's turn. They're going to strike over. They're going to make a straight attack roll. That is
The
a
wisdom
9.
save first.
That wisdom save don't even matter. They gonna keep missing. All right, Triceratops over here. That was a good idea with that spell, because this would be maybe a different story if it wasn't the case.
Oh, as a DM, it is a pain to try and remember it sometimes when you've got loads of things going on.
Oh yeah. So this Triceratops, they're going to do what they said and get to the get to the cave, and they're going to rush over towards the cave, and they're going to use their action to sprint inside, but not before they take that attack of opportunity. Right attack. 17 to hit, 3 points of damage. They are still up, but barely at that. As you look over and notice, Uric, Spark, you see as the Triceratops is having a little bit of trouble feeding inside of the cave, but they're able to do so eventually. But looking over towards your left, you see as more of the hyenas are getting ready to circle over and just chase after them inside of the cave. You're gonna have to deal with these enemies, and you're gonna have to deal with them fast. Pans Gaspin, you receive initiative, and you're flying and hanging on to the giant hyena for dear life. What would you like to do?
He's gonna pull out what looks like a ball of flubber out of his pocket. It's just kind of dripping down his arm, and I'm going to acid splash the 2 hyenas at the back because it can target 2 creatures if they're next to each other.
Yeah. All right, cast a spell. 4 points of damage.
It is a save.
Constitution or
target.
dexterity?
It is. Let me check. Dexterity save.
Dexterity save. We're gonna make one for the top one. That's a 15. We're gonna make one for the bottom one. That's a 10. That will fail for sure. Does a 15 succeed or fail?
It succeeds. 14 is my DC.
Gotcha. So they will take 4 points of damage, and is it half on a save or no?
It's nothing on a save.
Got you. So this one over towards the side, you throw the legs of it, and this acid splashes onto them, burning them alive for a moment as it corrodes their skin and more. Ooh, they are on death's door.
And I would like to just fly 10 foot up.
You got it. All right, so are you letting go of the hyena then?
Yeah, I'm gonna let go of the hyena. Pans has realized there's not much he can do there other than just use it to have gotten closer.
All right. That said, you begin to fly up even further, and is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, next up, we go towards the hyena over here. They will rush over, and they're going to do the same sort of thing. They're going to join their brethren, and they're going to try to strike out at this time. Spark of Opal. All right, hyena bite attack with advantage.
Hyena.
12. That will miss. Spark, how do you dodge this one?
I hear the pitter-patter of paws on the ground, and when he's pouncing, I hold up my staff, and he bites the staff instead.
Nice. As you hold it up, you're able to see as they drop down eventually as the momentum dies, and that is their turn. However, next up, we have the Pteranodon. They're going to just start flying about, and they're going to just try to pick one of these individuals off. As they screech, they'll fly over, and we'll see what happens with them. Don't move the hyena. Stop it. There we go. Target, please. Conjure. Hold on, let's do this. We're gonna do that. Baby 9, that will miss. They'll continue flying by, and they will continue with their little almost bombing run. All right, Katarina, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna look to Chefron and
Also,
be like,
you are no longer blinded right now.
"Oh, I'm not. Oh,
No,
that's
you're
even
no
better.
longer blinded.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to dash, and I'm gonna head right for this big hyena.
Go for it, go for it. Action to dash, you rush over through the sand and more, and you're at the hyena right now.
Yep. And I'm a bonus action cast Flame Blade.
Flame Blade, gotcha. As you do so, flames begin to erupt in your hands as a sword materializes right before you. With that is your bonus action, your action, and movement. That your turn?
Yep. Yes, it is.
All right, that is your go. Next up, Chafron, what would you like to do? Oh, you're muted on Discord if you're saying something.
Yep. So I still have disadvantage while we're in the storm, right? Unranged.
Right now, let me check. Oh, excuse me. There is one other thing. Because this is on initiative 20 every single time. Round 2, the ranged attacks of disadvantage for 1 round. Okay. So no, not anymore. It was seemed to be as there was a huge sort of astral wind that began to start blowing and knocking everything left and right. It seems to have died down a little bit, but another thing begins to occur. This is on the 3rd round. You look over, and as the fight continues on, and the longer that you have been exposed to this area, breathe. You're breathing heavier and heavier and heavier. And you begin to start seeing as a bit of astral smoke stops sort of going through you and starts circling around you, almost as if it's a sentient being for a moment. You hear the constant repeatings of join us over and over again in differing voices and differing octaves. And as this happens, astral corruption is going to try to infect all of you. I need you all to make your highest saving throw. Here and now.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. Hold please.
Oh no!
That's a nat one.
Wisdom's my highest saving throw. Oh no, it's only
no,
a 10.
another nat one.
Does a 10 succeed? If not, I have DM inspiration from my journal entry.
That is a failure from everybody. 8s, 10s,
Oh my
7s,
God.
and 4s. They all
Can I-
fail. Go ahead if you want to use a.
Can I? Yes, I would like to use my inspo.
Come on.
Does
Spark.
anyone
I
need
have
inspo? You have inspo?
I did
don't
my
think-
journal entry from last session, so that counts, right, Sensei?
Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
Nova?
13?
So I have no.
13 still fails.
No!
Okay, Saffron.
Hold on.
Saffron got an 8. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out.
Sorry.
Nova, you don't have any inspo, right?
I don't think so.
Hold on real quick. Christian was trying to say something.
No, I heard.
Oh no, I was saying I'm new, so I have none of the stuff.
Oh, my bad. Gotcha. Go ahead.
Oh boy. Okay. I have 1 inspo from chat and a DM's inspo. I'm gonna roll a d20 if that's okay. D4. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d4. Odds, Saffron, evens, Nova. Odds. So, Saffron gets my inspo from chat. So she can reroll if she wants.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
And with the DM's inspo, we can't give that one away, right?
DM's inspo, you can if you want. It's whatever you wish.
Oh, you for
Nova,
yourself.
Nova
Don't you
Yeah.
dare.
Anyway, so I'll take my nat 1, and you take my DM's inspo, and you better roll high.
Oh man. 20
Welcome.
will succeed.
Welcome.
That
You're
will
welcome.
succeed.
Ah,
All right. Is that all
What
the
happens
rolls
to
up?
the rest of us?
Oh, it's about to be funny. And when I mean funny, I mean absolutely freaking terrible. First things first. Time to realize why the corruption is so bad if you haven't realized it already. First things first. You all take this amount of damage.
No.
oh, fuck.
It's not a good damage. All right. So the good news is no one cosmic deaths because it rolled very, very low. But you all take 6 points of astral damage. You notice
Oh,
as
not
all of
again.
it begins to start forming up, each and every one of you, left and right, you cough, you hack, you try to breathe in and you breathe out before you almost forget to breathe. And as this is said, also, Pans, did you already subtract your health? Just to make sure?
I did, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I was like, oh god, this is spooky, you're on 2 HP. But, also I gotta make it for the Triceratops as well, because they are not a corruption beast. Alright, strength saving throw for them. 15, that will still fail. Natural specialty bots, they need to also do it or be infected.
What is the DC on this?
Too damn high.
Oh my god.
Saving throw, they also would have advantage, but they succeed. Alright. So Triceratops takes the 6 points of damage, and this individual will also take the 6 points. Sammy said it best. Sammy in chat or Eltara said it best. All right. So that is that. But as you're trying to breathe in and breathe out, you almost forget to breathe. But now, my friends, we're gonna go down the list. Fans of you, as you have failed the likes of this saving throw, as more and more of the corruption is trying to infect you, pick a memory throughout Voden Fables of your choice and forget it forever.
It's just there's an after image of a small green hunchbacked man with like a backpack. Gone.
You do not
Turtle
remember
shell?
who
No,
Trojan
backpack
Megazord
gone.
is. As this happens, it begins to start infecting the likes of your memory, taking you over. You see Katarina over towards your left as all of Pan's face is beginning to slowly get consumed by the astral light. We look over towards the next individual. We look over for Spark of Opal. Choose a memory from Voden Fables and choose to forget it forever.
Oh gosh. I think because Spark isn't very experienced in Voden, they are going to forget their little fire buddy Pywo.
As you do, you no longer remember Pywo anymore. It's snuffed out. You begin to hear Pywo, and it's just gone, taken with the likes of the astral corruption. You look over towards Yurig. Choose a memory. Choose to forget it forever. Before we head over towards Saffron.
Eric is going to forget the time he slept beside. Oh no! Hold on! Fudge! Hold on. Give me a second. Oh no. Gotta be careful about this. Hold on. He is going to forget the feeling of Iris's hand in his as it was being limp. He's not going to forget Kairos itself, but the feeling of holding a dead man's hand. That's what he's going to forget.
As you begin to do so, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is for your character due to the context and such. As you begin to do so, I mean, to look over as you begin to hold the likes of their hand in their final moments. Snuffed out, gone, the rest of the corruption. As you hear, join us! You look over towards Saffron. As this is said and done, Saffron, choose a... I'm gonna help you out with this, more so. So it can be a very, very small thing, because you ain't got really much to lose kind of in Voden Fables and all that stuff. It can be a small thing of like, hey, I just forgot what I missed earlier. Or if you have anything, go crazy. Go crazy.
So she blinks and she goes, "Who are you people? What
Oh,
am I
man.
doing here?
Oh, man.
So she has completely forgotten everything that just happened.
As you
So she
do,
forgot. Yeah,
Go
she's forgotten introductions of everyone, so she doesn't know anyone anymore. So,
Yeah, pants thing again, aren't we? Pants.
Oh no.
Oh, his name is Spark.
You find yourself, Saffron, in the likes of the battlefield. You know the Keeper. You still remember this, that the Keeper mentioned, hey, this is what you gotta do. This is your job, yada, yada. But you just almost blacked out. And you wake up and you find yourself clutching the likes of your weapon and more, surrounded by Triceratops, people, individuals, warriors, all fighting on the battlefield that you have no idea who the heck they are. But we'll have to figure it out in just a minute. Or actually, we might have to figure it out right now. Saffron, you receive initiative. What would you like to do for your turn?
she realized she's badly injured. She doesn't know any of these people. She sees a huge. Oh no, that's in the cave. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll hide
She
it.
sees. Well, she sees the Triceratops. She doesn't know that that's good, bad. Ugh. So she screams, "Who are you people?"
Oh no.
We're trying
And
to help. We're trying to escape the darkness. You get inside that cave or you help us. There's no time to waste. Any minute out here, you're going to die. I don't know where these accents are coming from, but this is Urigan stress mode.
she goes, how should I trust them? And she kind of like, she's using
Hold
her
on 1 second. Y'all can keep RPing amongst yourself. My dog just picked up a bunch of flowers and such. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, babies. Duh.
She's trying to catch her bearings. There's a lot of big things around. There's a voice of somebody she doesn't know is speaking to her. And so she goes, "Do you want me to run away from battle? Something clearly has hurt me."
Yes, it's called the storm. Storm, I'm a little bit busy. Yap, yap, yap. There's a dog in her face, in his face. Ah! Just dying in the corner.
So you don't need my assistance. You want me to run away?
The baby! Get the baby!
The baby. And then she looks around. What baby? You mean the one flying?
The baby Triceratops! I'm not a baby, I'm a full-grown man!
Alright,
Hands, I didn't know you could fly.
so we are back. So, yeah, sorry about that. You can do whatever you wish pretty much as this conversation is happening.
Yeah, she's supposed to get the baby, but she doesn't see a baby. So she's gonna just shoot at the thing that seems to be everybody's fighting over there.
Fair enough. As you do, knock an arrow back, fire forth.
Yep, here we go.
23 to hit, 1 shot, 1 kill, 11 points of damage. Towards this, oh, you're striking the other one, the big hyena. You got it.
Yeah, they told me to
this
go after
one-
the berry baby.
My bad. So as you strike into this one is still very much healthy. This is the first time it's been struck. As you send the arrow over, it strikes almost into the legs of their hide, or kind of towards a little bit of their chest or rib region, and they yelp out into pain, but they're still focused on the goal. All right, Saffron, is there anything else for you?
No, she is completely confused. Oh, well, no, I can still move. So she is going to do her movement towards the cave because she was told to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna go to the front of the cave but not go in.
You got it. As you do, that will be your turn. You look towards Sparkle Volpole. You're offing up the likes of this sort of astral blood, and you see as the hyenas are forming left and right to you. It's time to strike and time to make a stand, or you will fall with the rest of them. What would you like to do?
Just starts coughing and clearing their throat. And they will first, as a bonus action, summon Firefox. Or as an action. Wait, I can't. No, it's an action. God damn it. I keep forgetting. I am going to. I need the HP right now. I'm going to wild shape into a giant lizard.
Mm-hmm. Easy enough. As you begin to do so, you said a giant lizard?
Yeah.
Giant lizard. Don't fail me now. Haha, I have one. You're a giant lizard now. Oh god, that is huge. As you do, you begin to grow in massive size. Here, I'll move you over here if that's okay. And you can do whatever you wish.
I am going to do a bite on whichever one is. Are they both fairly equally injured?
Yeah, if you hover over them, it'll always say like how injured they are. They're both perfectly fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna bite the one that's right in front of my face for where my token is.
This hyena is terrified. You were you were a panther, then you turn into a moth, and then you turn into a lizard. They don't know what to believe.
I'm gonna do a bite.
Ooh!
Nat
That's a
20,
natural
baby!
20! 17 points of damage. How do you kill them?
Fucking go! So again, as before with the Panther, Spark bursts into flame and kind of does almost like a tumble forward into this much larger form than how big Spark actually is, and just in that same motion immediately brings its sharp teeth down onto this hyena, rips it to shreds.
Nice. And as you do, it is nothing left, just astral dust and more. That is your attack. Do you have anything else, or is that all?
I think that is it. Yes, that's it.
Alrighty.
Gonna stand my ground.
You got it. As this begins to happen, we'll go towards the next individual in this turn order. It's going to be the giant hyena, then it's going to be you, Yurig. This individual is going to look over, and they're going to... Katarina, are you actively trying to get this thing's attention compared to the Triceratops, or are you just hitting it?
Yeah, I just brought the blade. I'm getting ready to line up and swing.
Well... Oh boy. What do you say anything to try to get its attention? Or try to do anything, because it may not necessarily be able to understand you, but is there anything that you do to try to get its attention?
I'll try to swing my flame blade around to create the trail of flames and create a lot more light and attention for it, trying to catch its attention.
I'll tell you what, make an intimidation check. I'll give you advantage.
Okay, advantage. I hold alt, right?
Yep. With a 20, you'll see as the individual begin to see the flames and feel the fire beginning to burn up beside it. And it will look over at you, Katarina, and it will just smile. And it's gonna leap up and just barrel into you down. It's gonna make an attack roll with everything it's got. But that's a nat 1. How do you sort of block this one, Katarina?
As they leap down, I kind of just step in the direction of Pans for a moment, and it just let it face plant, basically.
You see as it begins to leap over, it just tries to be as menacing as possible before it just falls ass over tea kettle, skirting off to the side, and that is it. That's all it can do. Yurik, you are up. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm just gonna wheel on this hyena.
Can I note something really quick, just for your knowledge?
Sure.
Giant lizard is mount size. I'm just saying.
Mandy's like, you know what? A lizard on top of a lizard? Battle lizard.
Out there, that's all.
I like this. I love this. I love this a lot. Takes a look at the hyena. Takes a look at his hit points. Takes a look at the thing. Are you okay with us running? Okay, just out of game. Out of game. Are you okay if I take that opportunity of attack and just jump you and then we run?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I stood my ground because you're next to me. I'm not gonna leave you behind. So if you want to start moving, I'll follow suit.
That's why I closed in. No, I will look at I think I'll be too heavy for you. So I'm gonna look at
I'm huge. I'm a large beast. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm like horse size.
Yurig is gonna look at Sparks, a new form, and look at the hyena, and spit at the hyena and just jump onto Spark.
Easy enough.
Yes.
I will allow this to be. You're fine. You don't want to take attack of opportunity. You're good. You want to fucking start swinging?
Can I frighten this hyena with as I'm running and growing? I am going to roar out loud and then use the rest of our movement to dash as far as we can, close in on this bloody hyena.
And I don't know why you asking as if that's even a question. Of course you fucking can.
Just asking because I want to know.
Nah, you're good. Of course you can. That is fucking awesome.
Can we use Sparks movement? Because
So
I do have 30 feet of movement, yeah.
So here's what will happen. So yes, but you will get an attack of opportunity, and it will probably go towards you, Yurik, for this one. And after that, all attacks of opportunities are going to the lizard. Sound good?
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
If you're because you were trying to run away from it now. I thought you were just mounting it, but so
yeah, I mounted it.
That said, this guy's going to strike over at you. Excuse me, man. Thank you. And hiya! That is a 12 to hit. That'll miss anyways. All right. Keep on scuttling wherever you wish.
As we scuttle forward, just as it bites me, Yurig is gonna go cough, and then he's gonna go up to here.
All
Great
right.
beeline to the 60 feet up to here.
You got it. As you do, Sparks begins to just keep on skittering, crawling amongst the sand and more. Easy enough. So that'll be your action to dash with them. You do have a bonus action though.
Bonus action. Ooh. I believe it's a bonus action to lay on hands.
Mm-hmm. Actually, is it? No, I think it's an action, right? I'm pretty sure it's an action.
Oh yeah, no, it's an action. I tried. No, that's everything. I don't really have a bonus action.
All right. Hyena's turn. What they're gonna do is, yeah, Yeah, I think they're gonna just keep being, keep it straightforward. They're going to, well, actually, hold on. This one will look over. Let's roll to see how smart they are. Because this happened multiple times. Are they aware of this? There is something kind of actively blocking them from striking as much as they wish. With a -2, fuck no. They're gonna keep doing it. They're gonna rush over. They're gonna just keep on biting. They'll make that wisdom saving throw first, or that individual's gonna take 16 points of damage. 4, they will not take that damage. That will be their turn because they're not gonna hit an ally. All right, this individual over here, actually it's not their turn yet. The Triceratops is looking over, and again, until they're convinced of otherwise, they will continue using the dodge action. All right, this hyena over here, this is going to make an intelligence check. 3. He fails. He's gonna attack. First, a wisdom saving throw. 12, DC is 14. He will waste his attack and do absolutely nothing. That's his go. Fans, you look over and you see as the sanctuary spell is continually striking or continually being struck upon, and they are good to go. What would you like to do though?
Acid on the ones at the back.
All right, let's do it. 4 points of damage, dexterity saving throws for the one. He will succeed, but we'll see about the other one off to the north. Dexterity save throw. That's a nat 1. He will fail. So he was able to be lucky enough to dodge this one, but this second time, the acid strikes into him and burns all of their flesh away. They are gone and defeated.
Oh, and for the one at the top, I'd like to use my Fury this small. So I think it's an extra 3 damage. It's... Where's the info?
Oh, save that ability. Because it just straight up killed him, no matter what. The other one is succeeded on the saving throw, so it took no damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you could do
That's
that.
my
That'd
turn
be-
then. I'm
that'd
just
be
gonna
crazy
actually,
fun.
yeah, I'm gonna stay here, safely 20 foot above that one,
Okay.
hopefully.
Okay. I was gonna say when you damage a creature. It doesn't work, sadly. All right, that will be your turn. Hyena's turn over here. They're going to rush over. They're gonna try to catch up with the likes of the lizard over here, but I don't think they will be able to, even with 50 feet of movement. Yeah, they're gonna rush just like a jackal over towards them. They won't be able to do it. Will they be able to reach Saffron? Maybe. Yeah, they'll reach over towards you instead. As they begin to just close the distance, they leap and they will try to jump and tackle. 7, that will miss. Saffron, how are you able to dodge this? Oop, might be muted. Yeah, you're muted.
No, I was joking.
Oh, no.
Just when you asked that, I just took a swallow and I was like, oh, and then it went the wrong way.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good. I was just, go ahead.
So she looks at this mangy dog and she goes, oh no. And she just basically puts one of her gloves and like kicks it off. Like, oh yeah.
As you do, you just strike into it as it just goes, "Ow!" As it begins to sort of whimper and wince. That is its
He
turn.
literally says, "Oh yuck."
Oh man. All right. Guys, these things are only gonna get even worse as we go further and further rounds. Look over. Now the astral corruption is beginning to get even worse and even worse. As you feel all the memories that you just lost or try to defend begin to slowly get tainted, feel the force returning to you once more. Join us! And it starts to form up amongst your heart, trying to infect that area. Everyone, I need your highest saving throw once more. This is the bad one.
I need to abandon this.
Oh, please.
Ooh, no! Pans, you are good. 5, you are not. 9, you are not. Spark, a nat 1, you are definitely not. Katarina, 11.
1%. Every time. Oh, no.
You look over, and the longer you stay in the likes of this sort of mist, you see as bits of Katarina, Gafron, Yurig, and even that of Spark's face begins to slowly almost crack, begins to start breaking, shattering like glass. Pans, you've seen similar individuals like this before. You see as they're slowly but surely roaming into the likes of the corruption, as their face is beginning to start to twist and turn, similar to this right here. Adventurers, you have a choice. You can choose to stay and try to save this being, or you can choose to get the hell out of here and save your lives. The choice is yours, whether you want to be heroes or assuredly live to live or survive to live another day. But you have to make that decision in a minute. That is what's going on over here. You head over towards the Pteranodon's turn. As this individual, also they need to make their highest saving throw as well. We're gonna make it same sort of thing. They'll begin to start getting infected with the likes of it. And as that happens, they'll begin to start flying over and around, and they're gonna try to fly over into the cave with the likes of the Nazgul Specialties bots. They'll exit out of combat, or head over towards Katarina. What would you like to do?
Okay. Let me think here. I'll look up to Pans. Pans, I'm gonna do what I can. You go. And I'm gonna look past the hyena towards the Triceratops and just try to look at it and be like, but I know I can't talk to you, and I don't know if you understand me, but go to the cave. And I'm just like, gonna try to overmine towards the cave.
Make it animal.
I have a
handling
crowbar
check.
in my bag. You could climb on it and use it like a riding crop. A bit of percussive
Animal handling,
maintenance.
This is a straight roll. Oh no.
You're not sure if they understand, but go ahead, Pants.
Oh, Pans is offering Katarina. There's a crowbar in his bag. If you would like to try and climb onto the Triceratops and steer it. Pans is considering
I
that.
will attempt that. I will attempt that. You go get safe. And then I'm gonna swing the flame blade at the hyena in front of me.
All right. Using the path of courage, we'll see if it is rewarded. All right, swing your and make your attack roll, Katarina, please.
That's just straight there.
22 to hit and 10 points of fire damage. You strike into them as it begins to erupt into flames. Their fur and more is burning and burning. With that, they are not looking too good, but you do have a bonus action.
Bonus action, I'm gonna activate my dragon wings.
All right. They begin to emerge out
And-
from you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to move, like, over, like, closer to the Triceratops so I can try to help guide it. Right there.
You got it. As you do, you fly over towards it and trying to guide and steer it exactly where it needs to be. Katarina, is that your turn?
Yep.
Oh, I need to also make a saving throw for this guy. 23? Oh, that's good. They're not, dealing with that little funny status effect. All right, that is your turn. Saffron, you receive initiative. What would you want to do? As this hyena is just right beside you.
So she is going to. She does not like the stuff going on in her face. Still confused. Don't know what's going on. She is going to take. Don't want to be up here much longer. So she is going to take the chance of attack of opportunity and dip into this cave.
Fair enough. Are you using your action to disengage, or are you just running?
Actually, she wants to help, but she doesn't want to get. Okay, yep, she is going to swipe at this guy and then jump in.
All right.
So
make your
she's gonna
attack
try to
roll then.
hit it and then move. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a smarter swing.
Bring out your short
So-
sword and try to strike in. 22 hit. 4 points of damage, not enough. You try to strike in, and you seem to be, as you're looking over, you're kind of conflicted on which decision you should make. And this individual is barely able to miss, or you're barely able to miss the legs of their neck. A vital strike, a critical blow. They have 1 HP in a dream right now.
She's still gonna move though.
All right. They will take that attack of opportunity and try to strike you down. As a 4, you are able to continue to move out the way as you kick up a bit of sand into their faces. They're blinded before they try to bite and claw at you. All right, Saffron, you are in the cave, quote unquote.
Yep.
Mark of Opal, you see as more and more of the astral corruption is taking over you. Choice is yours on where you guys are gonna go, whether you're gonna help with this Triceratops or if it's even worth it or not.
Well, I'm a little bit torn between my duty as a druid and my duty as a Voden ranger. So I'm going to I'm gonna roll some dice here in front of me for this. Evens we go, odds we don't. That's a nat 20. So I am going to I'm gonna dash towards the cave with Yurig on my back.
You got it. You have a choice and opportunity to jump off of the lizard if you wish. Choice is yours.
I'm jumping off the lizard.
All right. Fair enough.
Don't be a fool.
Bark, you
Yep,
begin to
I'm
rush
dashing.
over.
I'm dashing to get into the cave. I will
Okay,
wait
not
just
too far.
inside.
As you do, you rush over. You see as Yurig is not on top of you anymore. It chose to stay. It chose to fight. Bark, you choose to live another day. But we'll have to see what happens now. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn? You only used your movement, though.
I am going to. Oh God, did I mute myself? Can you guys hear me?
No, we can hear you.
I am going to, if I can, stay by the entrance, and I'm going to hold a thunder wave for when the party is in and safe to seal the entrance to the cave.
Smart stuff. All right, so you're reverting back to your normal form then, right?
I'm going to stay in this current form until I see what, until if people come in on this round.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna stay till the end of the round in this form until everybody's in.
Gotcha. That is your turn. Giant Hyena's turn. They'll look over, and now they have you, Katarina, in the likes of their grasp, and they look over towards Pans as they're a little bit too high to grasp. So they're going to just reach out, and they're going to try to strike you down, Katarina. You're going to make a bite attack.
Your best shots.
19 is pretty damn good with 8 points of damage. Just like rip and tear a chunk of flesh from you.
Or not, because shield.
What does this kind of look like as you cast the spell?
It's like crackling lightning starts to spread up, and it's just like faintly outlining my arms and my body as it kind of just pops up and electrifies.
With that, the blow is completely avoided. That is their turn. Yurig, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move forward this way, and I will look straight at the hyena and I'll command it.
Hyena, and gonna try to command it. What command do you say?
Drop.
All right. Keep in mind, it's not dropping anything. Are you trying to get it to go prone? What are you trying to? Because it
sorry.
doesn't have anything.
Okay, so he didn't. I thought the way you described it, I thought Katarina was in its mouth.
Nah,
Okay.
they're not grappled or anything. You're good.
Command will be me. Like trying to get it. The intention is to have them face me.
I'll give you that. All right, they will make a wisdom saving throw, and they will do so. Oh boy, N is playing a spooky game. That's all I'm saying. Be very careful, my friend. You, out of all of these individuals here, probably want to cosmic death the least. All right, wisdom saving throw. As a 19, they will succeed, and they will look over towards you, and they're just not interested right now.
Forceful presence.
Forceful presence. It's on
Intimidation. Can I make a charisma check? Using intimidation or persuasion, I can gain an advantage. So if
Typically
they're not
no,
listening,
but I will give you this. Make an intimidation check. If you roll high enough past the DC, I'll give them disadvantage and roll again.
yeah. Wait, no, I already used my action to cast a spell.
No, you're
Yeah,
good. Just
this
make
is
just make a. I'm giving it to you. Make a intimidation check.
Okay. Well, no. If it's okay, Sensei, we'll go with rules.
Okay. All good. All good.
And if it's not going to listen to me, I'm going to walk straight up to it. I don't think I used all of my movement, so I'm going to go right up to it. Then I'm going to attack it on my next round.
All right, that is your turn. We go towards the Triceratops until they're convinced otherwise. They're still dodging. All right, Hyena. They will be their turn. They're going to keep biting at the Hyena or the Triceratops. 16, but first, Sanctuary. For some save. 10. They will fail. They will do nothing, and that is their turn. They're going to start circling over towards here, and that's going to be it for them. Pans Gaspin, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh, who did I use my ointment on? Who do my ointments? Oh
boy, this is looking spooky.
Right. Can it be a free action for me to throw my crowbar down to where Katarina is?
Yep, that's fine.
Because you might need that for some percussive maintenance. I could whack across the backside and it will sprint.
Let me go grab the Secrets in the Sands playlist. This is getting rough. Right,
I'm gonna move 5 foot and down 10. Just be hovering at head height with your rig.
All right, easy enough. As you do, so you are staying here, correct?
Yeah, I'm not leaving any range just yet, but I'm going to apply my ointment that I think I've still got some left.
All right. Yeah, you can still apply the ointment if you wish, but you're doing this to Yurig then?
This would be an action to Yurig.
Mm-hmm. All right, roll.
You're determined to get yourself killed.
5 HP. With that, you're able to apply it to Yurig, and they're able to heal up a bit, but not enough to get them all the way back to full. With that, is there anything else you're saying, Pans or Yurig?
I'm just trying to reload because it crashed for me. I was going to drop to the ground, bonus action, disengage because I can do that as a goblin, and start sprinting towards the door with, I think, the remaining 25 foot of movement because I want to land safely. I don't want to fall prone.
All right. So that will be your turn if this is where you want to stay.
Yeah, if you could move me because I'm having to reload just now. Things just my browser encountered an error.
Gotcha. I'll tell you what, because I want to make sure you get to be wherever you want to be.
It's just a direct line towards where Sparks is at the door.
Gotcha. Okay. So we're gonna move you over 40 feet, then over here.
Yeah, with the bonus action, disengage as a goblin.
Gotcha.
Very important, that one.
Very important. All right, you're good.
Like tears budding in his eyes as he looks back through the storm at Yurik and Nova. So Yurik and Katarina.
All right. With that is the likes of their turn. Hyena's turn. This one over here, they'd realistically probably go for one of the other individuals who are inside the cave. They're probably gonna go for big lizard. They want big game. They want food, and they want you. Hyena.
I got 19 hit points and a prayer. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
7. They just try to rush over, and they're more so. They don't even attack. They're more so hesitating due to the bigger threat and predator here in front of them. That's their go. Next up, the Pteranodon's turn. They're in the cave. That's it for them. Katarina, you are up. What would you like to do?
I am going to try one more time to be encouraging to this Triceratops and just like look at it.
Use the crowbar.
I'm gonna take the crowbar I was given, and I'm gonna kind of just try to use it to grab, put it like up on their top two horns and pull them down, and like start the process of pulling them towards the door to see if they get the hint. Like pull them towards the cave to see if they get the hint to go in the cave.
Make an animal handling check with advantage.
I love the fact this is a straight roll for me.
13. It's more that they're scared rather than anything, but they will try to move over towards the cave, but hesitantly. They're terror. They don't really know who you are, and there's like bits of people attacking them, and now there's a giant dragon lady that's using a crowbar and trying to strike them and such. They're kind of terrified of everything and everyone right now.
I'm gonna go for another swing at the hyena too, because I try to get this down so Kieran can go too.
All right.
Let's swing the flame blade.
Right, well, free action discuss with Cat. Are you a sheep herder or not?
Fucking go!
17
Go!
and 10 more points of damage. You strike the likes of the hyena once more as it burns and burns, tearing the likes of its fur into seams. Is that your turn, Katarina?
I've got movement, so that's about it. Are we leaving? Like, now? You want to go now? How are you doing this? Because we gotta go.
What? Run!
Okay! You fucking fly my 30 feet.
30 feet. They will take that attack of opportunity towards you.
Go for it.
They're gonna bite. 19 to hit, 12 points of damage. Katarina, what are you doing?
I gotta shield it.
Gotta shield it.
Otherwise,
as you do,
risky.
As you do, you rush over and you see as they're striking behind you, turn over to the side, begin to weave an arcane spell as it blocks with the arcane shield. You see as it crashed into it, crashing into a wall, and that is it for them. All right, Katarina, you can continue moving if you want, but I think that's all you
That was my full movement. I can't move farther.
All right, on initiative 20, it is round 5. Oh. Combat is still going on. Here's what this means. Any death at this point results in instant cosmic death. Meaning, if you die here and now by any means, whether it's or in the likes of this storm, whether it be by someone else, whether it be by the likes of yourself, or even one of the enemies, if you drop to 0 hit points and you fail your death saving throws, then you will cosmic die, meaning not only is your character dead, all of your characters in the Auroraverse will also cease to exist. And each and every one of them are erased from existence as if they never were, and no one will ever remember them. All right, that said, good luck, my friends. All right, Saffron, you're kind of still in the likes of the cave. What would you like to do?
She has been observing what's been going on. Yes, there's this mutt in front of us, but it seems the big one is the issue, so she's going to fire at that one with her arrows. So she knocks and she says a small prayer in a different language, and she lets fly.
Go for it. Make your attack roll. 23, that will hit for 8 points of damage as you fire, striking into the hyena. You see as they're on their last leg at this point, they're badly injured, but they are still left standing. Saffron, that is your action. You do have a bonus action and movement.
No, there was one, but how far is it? No, it's 10. Never mind. Yeah, that's it. That's all she's gonna do.
You got it. As you begin to do so, you ready yourself for what's to come next. But Spark of Opal, giant lizard, or a smaller hyena in front of you, and they are near death.
It's within my reach considering my size, correct? I don't have to move from my
you're good.
position. Okay, great. I'm gonna do a bite. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
20 to hit. How do you kill the motherfucker?
Like, Spark just lashes out, grabs the thing in its teeth, and shakes it until it's nothing but shreds.
You got it. As you do, it's just you rip and just keep sort of swinging left and right before it's nothing but an astral mess in the likes of your mouth before it eventually drops and dissipates to nothing. Spark of Opal, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. That. That will be the giant hyena's turn. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. You'll look over. Look around. That arena's been pissing them off. They haven't been able to hit the Triceratops. It's just been dodging. I'm gonna look over at you, Yurig. You'll see as they do. They'll just begin to smile for a moment, as if they have cornered their prey. And as they do, they're just gonna rush over and just charge you down. They're gonna make an attack roll, bite attack. That's another nat 1, goddamn! In Yurig, how do you deflect the likes of this blow?
See Yurig for the very first time. Smile, Arena, if you're looking backwards. It's not a good smile.
Motherfucker, I swear to God.
You hear a loud roar coming from him.
As this is happening, you just hold up the likes of the spears. It bites down onto, or as the creature bites down onto it. And with that, that is their go. Yurig, you receive initiative. What would you like to do?
Not even breaking eye contact from the hyena. They will roar to this creature right here. Cave! Then attack the badly injured hyena.
All right, make an attack roll. Let's see what you got.
Where am I? Why is my stuff not showing?
I got you over here. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll directly at.
That's fine.
That's okay, because I think you know what my stats are.
Yeah,
So,
I got you.
11
plus
my
3
strength.
plus 2. That's gonna be plus a weapon. Yeah, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Wait, how much damage does this weapon do again?
It does a d6 plus 5 for you. And question, are you applying any divine smites here or no?
Fuck yes.
That's what we like to hear. So 10 points of damage from this. Oh my god. All right, and you only can cast at that first level, so I need you to roll 2d8 for me, Yurig.
Will do.
Oh, come on, 12 points of
I don't-
damage. Go ahead.
I don't know. It added a +1 to that? No. Okay. Yeah.
Nah, it's
plus,
just 12 plus 10 points of damage total. 22 all in all. As you strike into the individual, you raise the legs of your spear and you thrust forward with it, trying to strike this creature down. With the 22 points of damage, a radiant smite coming into play. Yurig, describe their demise. How do you want to do this?
Sounds good. Yurig will use a spear and he will yell Iris's name as he's spearing this particular hyena, and then a little bit of flame comes out from his mouth. Then he's going to look at the Triceratops and then just very strongly point towards the cave where everybody's going, and then say the word cave.
With that, as you see as the creature just sort of slumps onto your blade, immediately shatters off. You see as the Triceratops will look over, and they will get the message. At this point, they're gonna try their hardest. Ability check. 6. Say cave. We'll see what happens on their turn, but you'll look over at them. At this point, between Katarina and all of them. All right. Let's look at it this way. So everything that's happened so far, I'm gonna break this down. So they have been bit to shreds by the likes of the corruption and more. True. There's been a bunch of individuals who have been killing said corruption. True. Then they look very, very scary. One of them brought a crowbar onto them and were striking their horns left and right. They've been screaming at them and more. Yeah, I'm gonna chalk this up to a D20 or a D100. All right, we're gonna say 51 or higher. They will go to the cave. 50 or lower, they're sprinting the fuck away from everything here, and they're gonna go into the storm. All right. Here you go, D100.
No, that's far.
That's a 2.
Oh.
That is a 2. It was just too many things against you. No time for communication that they could actually understand. Sadly, they're not a dog, they are a dinosaur. They'll begin to rush off, and as they do, we're going to see as they do so, the likes of as much as strength as possible. They're gonna rush over, they're gonna dash into the fog and into the sandstorm. The hyena will take the attack of opportunity, but it misses as it begins to rush over further and further into the likes of the storm, or it begins to leave. This for 100 feet of movement gone. With that,
Fucking babies! Ah!
Oh man, hyena's turn. They'll look over, and as this happens, they're just gonna rush over and they're gonna make a decision on. Oh, the corruption's mindless. Yeah, never mind. They're gonna just rush over and just attack the next best thing and try to eat. They're gonna just rush over and try to kill you, Yurig. Back roll, bite attack. 18 will strike as 6 points of damage as you're looking over towards the baby. You see as they are rushing and rushing before you're not necessarily paying attention, and just wham, coming from the left. One of the hyenas just strikes you at you. I don't think it did the damage. It did not, so 6 points of damage. There we go. All right, that is its turn. Pan's gasping. Are you running towards the cave or doing anything else?
Running towards the cave, but I'm going to sling some acids at this hyena near death before I get there.
All right, go for it. 5 points of damage. They're going to make that dexterity saving throw. 7, that is a fail for 5 points of damage total. As you chuck the likes of the acid, how does it kill him?
It's normal hyena, right? From the neck down, neck up, skull.
As it does, it's completely melted into oblivion. With that, all the enemies have been defeated for now. You look over and you rush over Pans back into the cave, where you're greeted with Spark of Opal and Chafron. That, Katarina, Yurig, as we are out of combat, I only have one question. Are you going to the cave or are you not going to the cave?
Yurig is going to say something about babies before rushing towards the cave.
Katarina's gonna try to follow.
As you do.
I'm waiting for Yurig first to make sure that bitch is on their way. Motherfucker. Dying.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Yurig, as you look over, you see as Katarina's just sort of waiting. Do you actually go inside?
Yeah.
I'm not waiting for you. I'm just going right into the cave.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
The second they move past me, I'm like, okay, good, and bolt.
You got it. As you do, rush in one by one before you begin to enter the likes of the cave. No,
I'll be the last.
Okay.
I have one question as everybody is rushing in and getting out of range. Do I see more astral creatures forming in the storm?
You look over and you see no need for a perception check. You see as several dozen of them are getting ready to form.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait until everybody's in all the way and out of range, and then I'm going to go in, drop my wild shape, and thunder wave the opening to try to make rocks fall to seal it off.
As you do, it echoes before the rocks begin to collapse. left and right, and as you seal off the entrance, it seems to be that the corruption will not be able to reach into here. Well, that, my friends, you are all victorious. With that, let me change maps for you and show you where you are. Is that the... might be the wrong... Where is it? Give me 2 seconds. Let me fix up Bardbot.
Okay.
Sorry,
Hans would want to
Wait,
sprint
the music
towards this
changed.
Nazgul specialty Triceratops with his Tinker's tools out. He wants to, while it's looking near death, try and like make it distinguish him as a friend and not a foe.
Hold on 1 second. Wait, what the... Oh, whoops. I don't need to do that. Oh my god. I hate this new system for music. So much more difficult. Alright, wait, what? Okay, alright, this thing is acting dumb. Let me try it one more time.
God damn
There we
it,
go.
Terry Bob. That's why we can't have nice
said,
things.
it said application could not respond. I'm like, what application? Your Discord.
Oh my god. As soon as I seal the entrance to the cave, I immediately fly to the Triceratops and use my last spell slot to cast speak. Well, I don't have to cast speak with animals on it. It speaks common. I heard it.
Yeah, it does.
Hans wants to assist you with winning it over. He has
Okay.
Tinker's tools to hopefully try and fix some of the bites and scrapes out of the metal.
Yeah, can this thing be healed or does it need to be repaired? Like, is this something that is like fully something Pans can do, or do I need to step in because it's an animal? That's what I'm trying to determine now.
Let me make sure.
Is it clearly a machine?
It is a machine. I just got to check
Okay.
one thing in D&D. How does this?
Got some Zoid shit going on here, and I love it.
It's funny enough. I don't think anybody has ever done it. I think maybe Fabio did, but I don't remember. Fabio is a character in one of the campaigns.
Okay.
We must make sure Terry Bot is salvageable in a serviceable condition.
As far as I'm aware, you can heal it with magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if you can heal an iron golem, then you can heal this thing.
Oh,
sure.
okay.
I think some
I'm gonna
spells
save that for the moment.
specify they don't work on constructs or undead, but not every spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it would just.
I'm
depend
gonna
on that.
fly over anyway. It's really big, right? Like, could I land on its snoot?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I land on its snoot and I say, hello. Hello, friend.
You look over and Chevron kind of look as there all these random wacky individuals just start walking past you and such. They start talking to the likes of the Triceratops. You have no idea what the heck is going on right now. To an extent. What are you doing before they respond?
She's a bit. She still doesn't know who any of these people are. They're now talking to metal, and this is not what she was explained about. So she's just. I think who's standing next to her? Urich. She goes, "You two are not going to go talk to the metal giant thing?" Who are you people?
Miss, my name is Yurig. Gold scale. Blue one over there points towards Cat. That one's Katarina. The moth oak over there is Spark. The flying goblin that you've been seeing, the little green one, that one's Pans.
Ants. Nice.
Yes.
What
And
was
Orion-
that back there?
Which one? The stuff that we were fighting? Or...
Yes.
How do I explain this without getting myself killed? I'm a little bit, you're a little bit, oh, we're all a little bit injured. Do you mind if that stuff back there, the big crazy sandstorm we just went through, like the mist and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff is toxic. It's
And
kind
she
of
puts her hand to her face. Did the effect to our face still stick around, or?
It does. It does.
Ew. She puts
Ew.
her hand to her face. She goes, "Is this permanent?"
I don't know. I don't know. But if it sticks around for a little while, might. There's a fellow further down in the cave, unfortunately, who had also the same kind of stuff on them. I think all of us have a little bit of that stuff on us now. Fortunate.
Can it be cured?
Oh, I don't know. None of us
This
know.
must be the question that I was told. The assistance. We're supposed to bring these things back.
Yeah, there's a settlement nearby, some huge settlement, a village or a city in the making that's very close by, run by this, she was a little bit. This lady, one of the leaders of the village, they were a warrior like yourself, a little bit mean, a little bit. Anyway, you see Yurik kind of just has a weird look on his face, like
Mhm.
not quite like you know when someone has had a bad impression about someone and they don't want to be mean about it? That's the kind of
Mhm.
face that crosses Yurik's face for a moment. Shakes his shoulders off a little bit and like, well, mind you, I would be like her too if I had to deal with this every time, which we might have to. 'Cause, this here is Voden. This is the land that I found yourself in.
Voden.
Voden. I
Seems
think our
to be a
friend.
land of much danger.
It's a land of crap. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Very weird.
Here, 5 points of healing to. Well, hold on 1 second. There's one.
Don't
two,
worry about me. I was barely
four,
touched, as per
five,
usual.
5. Well, as Kat says that, Yurik nods. All right. Here. He will lay on hands on Saffron for 3 points of healing.
Got it. I'll update that.
Not much. I'm sorry. I don't have much on me to begin with.
That's okay. That's all right. Oh, by the way, she goes, "Well, my name is." Oh, okay. Thank you.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. What's your name, miss? So sorry, you're breaking up. What?
And she quietly says, "My name is Saffron."
Saffron. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Right.
chaperone.
Oh god, here we go.
That's funny coming from someone named Pants.
Yeah.
And
Hands.
she goes, "Nice to meet you, Trousers."
What's wrong with my trousers? The shoes are curly, right? The trousers perfectly normal.
This is understood. We will refer to them as trousers and chaperone.
Correct, Spark will say. Hello,
I'm just
friend.
like,
You'll see as the individual begin to look over towards you. They still have the red eyes are kind of like turning towards yellow. But then
I'm
they'll.
standing on its snoot.
Oh, never mind. They'll look over and they'll be kind of a little bit confused. Who said that? Oh,
Hello.
detected.
My name is Spark, and we're friends now.
Hello, Spark.
We are going to take you somewhere where you can get repairs, okay?
Yes, I patch things up. Mostly people, but sometimes objects. So this should hold for a bit.
I see. I understand. Are you the soul bound?
Does Spark
Are we?
understand what that means yet?
Yes, you all know about the soulbound in general because
Okay.
you work for the soulbound, but you are not the
Right.
soulbound.
Yeah, we've been
No,
here a few weeks.
no, but we work for them.
Can
I
Hans do a
see.
check to know whether he should be saying he works for them? Like, well, because he doesn't know too much about Nazgul specialties, apart from the fact that when he was getting gems and shit for Agni, he was attacked by one and dragged into an underground bunker, and that he's been able to stop this one from attacking us. But
Mark
is there
has
any
no
kind of
filter.
Voden history check I could do?
And you're sort of asking like if they're like trustworthy, kind of.
Just basically, what would be these machines' stance on the Soulbound? Have the Soulbound been fighting lots of these? Have the Soulbound have like a rocky relationship, or is it something? Should we be saying that we work for the Soulbound or not?
Oh boy, it's like yes, no. It is no need. All right, here. I'll tell you what. You can make a history check, and I'll add something onto it. You're to your spot apparently. Let me see if I can help you out. Oh, you might have the wrong thing selected. Go to the top left of your screen. Make sure you have the person icon selected. And yep, did you? There you go. Cool. With your history check for 16, you would know that it started off as rocky relationships. They are typically hostile as far as the knights were concerned, as well as kindred spirits, but as seen by the likes of Agni or Zaman or any of the individuals of the knights or the kindred spirits, they are slowly trying to befriend the likes of the Nazgul specialty bots. They themselves are not entirely sure whether they can be trusted, but they are trying to be friendly and start having more positive relationships with them.
Spans would say, yeah, well, we're off on a tangent from them. We're soulbound adjacent.
Yeah. Soulbound. I'm just here to help people and animals, and I guess also constructs like you. We're friends now.
You'll see as it begins to look over and speak and say, "You friends does not compute."
Mark
Allies,
just sits
shared
down on his
goals,
suit.
neutral.
Am I hurting you right now? Does that compute? Is
No,
it clear that I am not hostile towards you?
no. Disposition regarded as neutral. Very well.
Very good.
Is this just happening? Pans. Not moving for a second. Other 3 points of healing for you.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Oh. And the last 3 points of healing to you, miss. Spock, you're a little bit too high up. You're a little bit too high up.
It's fine. Tend
Come
to the
down here.
others.
Come down here.
No, I'm comfy up here.
Just let the man lay his hands upon you.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll pass it on to Katerina. Fine, 3 points of healing for you.
All right, and who'd you give that to?
Cat, not to Spark, because Spark doesn't want the healing
Gotcha.
because they're busy, and Cat is playing with a mechanical creature.
Fair enough. All right,
And
so
then-
I'm petting
okay.
my new best friend.
Last bit, if that's okay, I'm going to use my last spell slot for Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. As you do, you begin to cast Cure Wounds. You can cast that onto your form. Eventually, Saffron, which you look over after your perception check, it seems to be that things are safe. There are bits of bodies and more sort of scattered about, bloody to all hell as you walk into the legs of this cave. It is definitely a hefty battle occurred for sure. You look over and there even seems to be a dead centaur as well, kind of laid to rest, but looking about, doesn't seem to be any signs of creatures looming or anything that seem dangerous right now.
And she crosses, as she passes everyone, the bodies, she's taking a look at everybody. And when she hits the centaur, though, she becomes very still. And it's basically it seems to have been laid to rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very recent.
Everyone sees her kind of kneel only on her first two legs. And she says something to this body. And she then gets up and then she walks away.
Enough.
Greg will see Saffron and nod. That there is Kairos. From the grand city of Ketu, somewhere out here in the sands. He was a bard, also a warrior. Before he left, he gave me the spear. He will show the spear. Now, he mentioned that this was specifically for me, but I didn't feel right about taking it myself, but it's served the fight well. I don't know much about your people or what sort of rituals we have, but know this, that they were attacked by the same astral force that's now currently on your face. My friend Spark was bequeathed in passing his loot. We left him the pan flute, but whatever fight or battle took place here, that he was greatly affected. And only thing we could do was be there for him in his final moments.
She says, "You said there's a loot. Are there any markings on the loot?"
We didn't really have time to ransack his body, if that's what you mean. I tried to do my best to lay him to rest as best as I could, but I don't understand how centaur, cultures work. He did have one pan flute there.
And so she pulls out from her bag, she says like this. And she herself also has a pan flute.
Yeah, similar to like that. Although our friends to the north of us seem to be getting a little bit friendly with the metal creatures. But I thought I would check on you since you were,
She looks at the spear, just finally being able to see it up close. She goes, "It is a good spear. It is a strong spear. It's a spear of a warrior."
Yeah, a very good spear. Sit away, if you don't mind. This was a gift, so I'm just gonna keep it on me, if that's all right.
And she goes, "I would never take a gift another centaur warrior has given to another. He held you in high regards. I would be proud of that."
Thank you, kindly miss. Maybe we should see to what's going on with the metal folk and the other folks up here.
She says, "Yes, that's just unnatural. That's just absolutely unnatural, but that's fine."
Absolutely unnatural, yeah.
Is mid-babbling conversation with the Nazgul specialty at this point, and is holding
it
the
has
loot.
to be a hole somewhere, right?
Probably. I mean, I don't know anything about machines. Nature's my thing. But anyway, and they pull out a lute off their back and just start plucking, and it probably sounds terrible. I'm gonna do a performance check really quick to see how bad it is.
It needs more synth, more bass, I think.
Oh yeah. It's out of tune. But they are just strumming away like. Made new friends and survived the storm. It's not so bad after all.
Saffron goes, oh no. Her ear is like lay flat and like her hackles are. She's just like, can we not? Can we not? Can you not?
What was
I
wrong
don't
with
like
that?
Horse Lady. She's mean.
I was muted, goddammit. As you were kind of doing that, Katarina, you were trying to say something earlier?
Katarina has to be muted for a bit. She said in chat.
Just for their...
I think they were trying to make friends with the flying one.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katarina's just focusing, like, telling stories with this other robot, like I typed. They were just gonna, like, try to sit by the rocks over here with it and tell it stories and just spend the entire time befriending it. Even if they fail, they're just trying to make a friend.
You got it. As you do, while this is sort of happening, Spark, eventually you'll begin to hear as the creature says, "What is your profession?"
They asking me or they asking?
I
Wait,
asked
what?
the moth.
I'm a druid.
I
thought you were a baker.
No, I just like sweets.
What is your profession, Goblin?
I'm a physician. A doctor.
He's an artificer. He's a sciencey guy.
Sometimes science is more magic than science.
And you, Dragonborn. Oh, I think instead that they had to go for a quick second, unless I'm crazy.
Oh no, my internet was being. Yurik will respond. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. A little bit magic on the side, but you're a little bit hard for me to understand. You look like you need a little bit of a tightening up, though. Can I divine sense these creatures or investigate these creatures? See what way I can help the others figure out how these creatures work?
Looking at it, out of game, I can kind of explain it. It took it took level 8 characters about 3 hours to figure it out. The chance of you figuring it out right now is slim to none with the amount of time that you kind of have for the mission. But trying to get a general basic understanding of them and what they're kind of all about to do. Make a nature check for me.
And do. I also rolled 5 points of healing to my cure wounds, so I should be up to 13.
Sure, I'll add that.
And then I'll roll my nature.
7.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You're not entirely sure what its purpose is. It seems to kind of just mimic the likes of animals and such, but it also just speaks creepily in this weird robotic tone. You're not sure what exactly it does and why it exists or who created it. On top of that, you're not really even sure why the kindred spirits want this thing in the first place. Kind of an abomination, but here it is.
You can talk. That must mean you have some sort of life or sentience in you. I don't know how I would be even able to begin to help in this situation, but has anyone done a check around to see how far the storm's gone? How long we'll have to be here?
No one has checked yet.
There's smarter people back at the camp. They can probably help it if it travels with us, if it's willing to. Again, just as a neutral party, sticking together. to survive and repair ourselves.
So should we try to have a long rest here? Because I'm all out.
Oh, we need to wait the storm out anyway.
No, if that's the case, you guys taking a long rest then?
We need? I have one spell slot left. What do we need? Hello?
I think people just didn't understand it. Basically, maybe
not sure.
asking,
I'm not
do
sure.
you guys have do you want them to use a spell slot for anything before you guys rest?
Yes, Pans would recommend you use it to heal yourself.
Oh,
Bits of
that's
your
a
wings
good-
have got holes in them. Not meant to be
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. And I will cure wounds on myself.
Got it. So with that, as you guys begin to continue on resting for this bit of time, here's how this works. Time for Camp RP. Basically means you will have to take a total of 3 watches between all of you. You can choose to go on the watch by yourself, or you can choose to take a little buddy with you as well. So, question is, who will be taking first, second, and third watch? Let's start with the first watch, and who or which one or 2 individuals will be doing so. So, feel free to choose whoever you wish, or go about it alone.
I'd like to volunteer. I don't wanna leave my new friend.
Yeah,
I'm
Pans
trying
would
to
want
win
step
it
2.
over.
Yeah, Pans would be doing the same thing, so I think Pans and Sparks could take the first watch.
Gotcha. So, Pans and Spark taking first watch. Who would be taking second watch? I saw Chevron want to take a watch. Who wants to join with
Watch.
Chevron?
Cat, you want to take a watch or let's watch solo? All right. Well, I'll take a watch with take a watch with you, chef, on if that's
Okay.
all right.
That's all right.
Did you say chef?
No,
I have no time
No.
for this. I'm just gonna go. I'm
No
just gonna sing
trousers.
myself a lullaby.
I understood that the trousers comment was a joke at my expense.
I'm gonna nap.
Mm.
Have a good night. See you later. And
Easy enough. You just see as Yurik passes out almost instantly. All right. So, if that's the case, Katarina, are you just having your watch with the likes of this Pteranodon? I assume. Alrighty. So, with that, Pans Gaspin, Spark of Opal, you guys begin to take your first watch as a team. First things first, make perception checks for me while everybody eventually falls to rest.
Understood.
For perception check,
That's
13.
a 14.
Gotcha. So, while you're kind of doing this now, watch is about 3 hours-ish, a little bit less than 3 hours or so. What are you guys saying or doing throughout the watch, or is it literally just quiet as can be?
Since everybody is trying to sleep, Spark has graciously put the loot away. And it's just kind of like laying on their stomach, kind of like stretching their wings out, and like still on the snoot of the Nazgul specialty, just kind of looking at him like, Hans, our new friend is really cool. Do you think you might be able to help fix him?
I think he is very cool. Very cool indeed. So we can probably fix him up a bit. Oh, I was meaning to ask it. Does it have a profession? Do you have a designated profession?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Terrybot.
You'll see as... Oh my god, you are not calling this Terrybot.
Please don't do this.
I refuse.
I also refuse.
Don't make this goddamn thing canon. Oh goodness, but it will respond and it will say, my profession is redacted.
Ah, it's a spy.
We'll let the that's beyond my pay grade. I don't really care personally.
Oh, I care very deeply, but also beyond my pay grade as well.
I'm probably getting a bakery out of this, so that's what I care about.
I heard of an alchemy lab. I just saw bits of it before. This will definitely get me in there.
I just really want pie, you know.
I've been working on this alchemical ingredient that might actually help with pies and pastries. It's still a work in progress, but I'm calling it monosodium goblinate, the flavor enhancer.
God. Sorry, this is Mandy laughing out of character. God damn it. I fucking love you right now. Spark, when Pan says that, Spark, like, you can just see little moth head kind of peek over the edge of the mecha dinosaur snoot, like, really? Does it taste good?
Yes, I'm planning to
Can
add
I
it to
eat it?
all of my elixirs, because right now some of them just taste like petrol. So
What's petrol?
it's like a light vaporous oil. It just burns really quickly. It's useless, absolutely useless for everything.
It burns?
Yes, you want an oil to be thick so it can sit in a lantern and burn for a long period of time. But this petrol stuff, it's too light, burns too cleanly, does nothing useful.
So, like, if I had a vial of it or a bottle of it and, like, threw it at enemies and set them on fire, would that be cool?
Yes, but you probably want alchemical fire for that instead, because that's also sticky.
What's that?
Oh, I'll show you when we get back.
Heck yeah! Can I help you in the lab? I promise not to use any of my fire magic.
Spark, sometimes we might
Probably.
need the fire magic.
Well, then I'll use it, I guess. I just don't want to... I had a dream once where I went to the lab in the other village I was in and I blew it up, so I don't know if that actually happened or not. I don't think it did, but I don't want that to happen to you because you're my friend now. We're friends now.
Okay,
Even
maybe
though
we
your
keep
name's weird.
Maybe we keep the flammable things in a cupboard then.
Yeah, probably good. Sometimes fire just kind of happens around me, so maybe I'll stand outside until we know for sure it's safe.
Actually, I have a bag full of water, so that could be helpful too for that.
I don't like that. Except to drink it.
So, with that, good lord,
Chaos!
and this is why I made this canon, you fucks. This is why I have Diesel Punk in the fucking taiga. This is why.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. As this conversation is being said throughout the likes of the night, because it's not really night in Vote. Actually, is it? Actually, it is. No, it's actually getting ready to be daytime, right? Yeah, it's getting ready to be daytime in Voden. But you look over.
I'm nocturnal anyways, it's fine.
Perfect. You look over, and it seems to be that your watch is concluded. Nothing of craziness. You guys can wake up the likes of Yurig and Shafron if you wish.
I'll let Pans do that. And I'm gonna look at our new friend and say, "Can I sleep up here, or do you want me to move?"
We'll see as they begin to just drop down. No response, but it's probably yes.
Pans will just
Stark
gently
will
slap
hop down.
Yurig on the side of his jaw, just like a little pat, pat, pat.
One more time. I want.
Yurik.
Ew.
Yurik,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
watch time.
Watch. You're on the right.
Yurik, wake up, we're in trouble.
Ways to not wake people up.
Are you awake now? Yes, cool. Time for you to take your watch. I need to sleep.
So I have to wake up Shafron. Is that who I'm supposed to wake up? Make sure I'm getting that right.
Yes.
Spark flutters over to Shafron's sleeping form, brings out the lute, just starts
No.
playing it, going,
No.
"Shafron, wake up! I don't like this." I'm gonna do another performance check. 14's not bad.
It was better when you were asleep, but as you hear it, it's a lot worse when you're awake.
So that happens. Saffron, because she's kneeling on the side. She's a horse. So she's a dog, and she's asleep. And you're kind of close to her head in a way, because she is tall, even when she's like halfway kneeling down. And you just see one eye just open and just look at you with so much vehemence. She's just like, "Are you quite done?"
I am, now that you're awake. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go lay down now.
And she just sighs, and she's like, and you kind of hear as you are leaving, she goes, "At least it was better than the first time."
It wasn't any better the first or the second time. If I wasn't awakened before, that definitely woke me up.
Yes,
I'll
that's
have to find a bod
adequate
for her.
alarm clock. It is an
Loincloth?
adequate alarm clock.
Hmm.
Shafran does ask you one question. She goes, "I see there are planks up top. Has anybody taken a view from up there?"
Not yet, really. We've just woken up. Maybe we can talk to someone up there who can fly up, see what they can see when we're all a little bit better. Hans is doing his thing over there right now, and looks like we better be quiet. Miss Box is trying to sleep over there too. Maybe that is a very good question, though. I haven't checked upstairs yet. First time here.
Oh well. So the big one is here, right? She walks up. You see her walk up just across the water from the big one, and she's staring at it for a very long time.
Yurig is also surveying it a little bit. Is it asleep?
Yeah, it is powered off.
So Shafran comes over. She says, "This is not my first time seeing stuff like this, I would say. I've just never seen people get so attached to them,
They kind of almost look like real creatures, just the shells of them.
Where I'm from, they're in a different existence?
A different existence, really? Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, a place very, very far away from here.
Understood. I can understand. A lot of people are from everywhere. I mean, Japan's, Bach over there, Katarina themselves. They're all from other places, so you're not alone. I believe I'm from Voden. Remember full of things from here. There used to be a great city nearby, but I can't remember the name of it. It's over at the Pteranodon and this one. Not sure if I even remember this either, but
she says, "Where I'm from, there's a dragon that looks just like this."
all skeletal or metal?
Yes. They are stories.
I hear. Stories are good. Stories are interesting. Stories are what people remember you by. Yurik is going to take use 1 point of healing to very lightly, without trying to wake the creature up, see if lay on hands or some sort of magic will heal this creature.
As you begin to do so, as if divine magic is guiding it, as you put a point of healing into the Triceratops, it begins to slowly mend the metal together.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Shafran says, much like the one back home. She's like, do you know where this came from?
No, I don't know anything about these creatures. That's why I'm not sure. A lot of my memory, and he kind of points to his head. A lot of my memory, I've been very careful to keep important memories in my head. The memories I've lost. So names of cities, towns, villages, locations. I don't even know. I've traveled through as many places as I can, you know. There's a lot that I don't remember. There's a lot even more that I do.
So she listens to you, and as she's listening, she puts one hand out and touches the Triceratops. Or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Doesn't seem to wake.
She wasn't trying to awaken. She goes, under your breath, under her breath, and you might be able to hear this, she says, feels the same as well.
I might know of what these creatures could be.
I hope not.
Are they good creatures or terrible creatures?
You see her close her eyes, and she says, the Dragon of Destruction?
Dragon of Destruction. Now, I'm a dragonborn. I feel like in my blood there's dragons of all sorts. Do I know anything about a Dragon of Destruction, Sensei?
Nah.
No.
He's gonna nod and be like, I'm sorry. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't.
She says, not this one. The same, but different. Much like you are the same, but different from Dragonborn, where I'm from. And I'm probably the same, but different from centaurs you've met.
I've only met the one centaur, and we know how that turned out a little bit.
And then she smiles, and now you've met two.
Funny how that is. I'm gonna take a quick peek and see where things are at, if that's alright with you.
That's fine.
So Jurg, what is Jurg is gonna do? He's just gonna walk around to everyone, checking in on Katarina, checking in on the pterodon, and then checking in on the other entranceway. Further down.
Yeah, Saffron would have went down there while you were up top.
Yep. And then I'll make a perception check.
And you're just like looking around, basically, again, just scavenge or make sure the area is secure. So yeah, you can make your perception check.
Can I make it a bit of both? I do the perception check for anything from our other exit, and also looking for materials and or other things that I can scavenge and find.
Gotcha. So yeah, make the perception check, and we'll see what you can get. 8. So looking around, I mean, the area seems safe enough, as it was already checked by Shafran. Looking about for any materials and things that are maybe a bit useful, not much, but you do find 2 materials and about 2 soul coins, kind of tucked away in the likes of these little bushes and more, as well as just a couple sort of ladders and bits of wood and steel scattered or spread about.
Can Shafran assist with that second one?
Sure thing. This will be a survival check for you then.
Okay. So she is going to ask, what are you doing? And then she's probably going to find out, and then she's going to do something.
Natural 20 for that 23. Good stuff. As you begin to look over the likes of anything that Yurik possibly missed, It's a little bit more. You get the likes of three more materials and 4 more soul coins as well.
She hands them to Eric. She says, "You missed these."
Oh, thank you kindly. He'll put it into the canvas sack that he's had, and he'll look over. This was supposed to protect us from the sun. I'll just use it to hold all the stuff that you brought in, if that's all right.
It's fine. We probably should go wake the others.
Maybe we should pick up Miss Katerina. She's got the last watch. I can, if you'd like to rest for a bit.
Yes. I thank you.
Easy enough.
Take your time.
As you do. Go ahead, Yuri.
Cool. Yuri will also clock where the metal pieces are to tell Pans later once everybody's awake again.
All right. And these are the metal things are basically like the materials that you kind of have right now. All right. But as you approach over towards Katarina, you see as they're kind of snoozing over to the side with the legs of the Pteranodon, who also seems to be powered off. How do you wake them?
Yurik is not going to touch the Pteranodon, but they will look over to Katarina and go, Katarina. Katarina. Chaos is happening.
Fun?
You're awake. Good.
Yeah,
it's your turn to watch.
Yeah, okay.
You
Okay.
sure you're awake? You sure you're awake?
Yep, I'm awake.
I'm gonna snooze over here. Just tap me if you need anything, alright?
Okay.
Oh, one other thing. I haven't seen anything coming in from the other entrance.
Okay.
And I haven't seen anything coming in from the caved-in portion that Spark did. So,
Okay.
and make sure we're good there. Hopefully we'll get out of here all right, you know?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Sounds good. I'm gonna sleep over on this side next to the the big guy.
You got it. As you do. Katarina, are you waking the Pteranodon for your watch or nah?
If I can and it wants to, I'd love to have something to keep me company.
Easy enough. Kind of tap it and eventually it'll begin to go looks over and it begins to awaken. Screeches for a second, you're like, oh no, and kind of wakes up everybody for like 2 seconds. And
I'm sorry.
eventually they'll begin to sort of silence themselves. With that, Katarina, you can make your perception check for your watch.
Oh. Perception. It's gonna be low. Yep.
6. Oh boy.
Nothing.
So, as you begin to go about your watch for the next 2 or 3 hours, is there anything Katarina is saying or doing in the meantime?
I'm kind of lightly talk to the Pteranodon, talk about different things, like different just random sailing adventures I had before the Voden Nights and all that. And I would also be like, hey, you know, you can sleep if you want. I just woke you up so I had someone to talk to. If you want to sleep, go for that. If you sleep, in a sense.
As you're mentioning stories and such, you'll see as the creature begins to say, no, please go on. It is good for research and scouting.
Cool. You can talk. That's lovely. Stories it is. And I'll just continue to kind of tell them stories of different like things they saw while sailing. Spaceships, random sea monsters, all that.
As this is sort of said, you'll see as the creature will begin to speak and ask you something. Question for you. What cycle is this?
Cycle... Do you mean area... Could you elaborate?
Cycle What cycle is this of Voden?
I'm not sure if it's Voden. I don't know where I'm from, unfortunately. I just know I was there, and I did a lot of sailing and exploring. We can try to work together for those details of where I'm from if you want sometime.
Humanoid is unaware of cycle. This means first cycle is still in effect. Good. Affirmative. Thank you.
Okay.
And as
You're
sort of
fun.
said and done, go ahead.
And Katarina's just like, you're fun.
You'll see as it
That's all.
begins to sort of nuzzle up amongst you, but that will be all it sort of asks.
Friends.
The people in
Laughs at
chat,
Katarina.
they're like, "Oh, poor robot. That thing is highly mistaken." Oh goodness. All right. So
Katarina's just like nice to it and be like, hey, listen, you're great. Just like affirmation and just existence with this robot the whole time.
that eventually, as you all awaken, you all gain the effects of a long rest. You guys are good to go. That as well. You all are able to, or you look over and about, and it seems to be that the sandstorm has completely sort of concluded. There doesn't seem to be any more of it, at least. It seems to have all passed for now. And all these guys' hit points for these big old beasts.
Thank you. While this is happening, Yurig, once they're able to kind of get a hold of Lee Sparks and Pins and Katarina, like once everybody's all together, looked towards Saffron and said, they did make a good point. There's some planks and things going upwards from here in this cave, but we're not sure where it leads, and if we have time. We've got these guys down here, down below, and the rest of our mission to complete here.
Do I hear? I presume I'm hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yurig is trying to tell you guys this.
So I'm already up here. Can I like look around? Does it just look like a former mining operation rather than an exit?
Yeah, it's just a former mining operation. There's nothing really special about it.
I will explain that to the folks that are down below. This doesn't look like an exit. We should just go back the way we came in, I think.
Good to know. Let's go.
Well, might as well. Wait 1 second. Miss Park, do you mind just checking to see if there were any materials up there? That's the only place I haven't gone up.
Materials?
Yeah, like shiny rocks or things.
Okay. I will fly over to the other side over here. Kind of perch on one of the beams, one of the wooden beams that are kind of sticking out from the rock, I guess from like leverage for people who are like rappelling on the sides of the cave wall. Should I just do like a perception check, investigation check?
Probably just an investigation check.
Okay. 16, not bad.
16, and make sure I got this right. You were looking towards the wall, but for what exactly? Just make sure I got this right.
I'm looking for, I guess, shiny things, because that's the one descriptor Yurik gave, was to look for materials and then said shiny things, so anything shiny.
Yeah, like this entire cave is basically, like you guys have already scavenged it the first time you were here, and then coming in for the second time, it's like you're picking for scraps at this point.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, Spark will come down and land on the snoot of our new friend and say, nothing. I think we would have seen it the first time we were in here.
Yeah,
So I think we're good. We should get going. I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to.
Yep, let's go.
Gotcha.
Alright, mush. Mush. I mean,
Is that the command word to get you to walk, or do I just say, "Can you please walk"? I'll even get off your snoot. You can walk by yourself.
They just start
I don't
walking.
weigh much though.
They just
Oh.
start walking.
Spark totally just sits down on the snoot and is vibing.
As you do, you all continue off. And let me go grab the likes of these little beasts and throw them over to here. So, after a bit of time, there's a decent amount, you all eventually find yourselves returning back to the likes of the Kindred Spirits base and more. Now, granted, the map isn't 100% accurate, as a lot of these individuals are gone or doing their own thing. But eventually, as you begin to arrive back into the village and more, you see as there is multiple builder spirits abundant. They all seem to be gathering forth and just completely rearranging and reconstructing the likes of this village. As they do, hard at work, you lead the likes of the Triceratops and more back towards the White Tower that you all started this grand old adventure at. Up ahead, you see kind of waiting for you, but seeming to be with the likes of the Keeper, specifically Keeper Camino. You see the likes of Sothana and Ilva waiting for you to return. As you do so, you look over and Gronk is still, well, Gronk, still a giant Ankylosaurus that seems to be kind of sleeping for the most part. Most of the individuals have kind of been doing their thing, but as you do, well, this is the map that you see. With that, Synthetic Ducky, if you guys can join the likes of chat for me. Oh boy, here we go. Also, as a side note, their voice is messed up, so because they're sick, so bear with them, obviously.
No worries.
We will do our best.
All right. So, Ilva, you begin to look over and you see as all the Keeper Camino's just yeeting you into the stone. But you see as all of them are sort of arriving from the north, and they seem to have not one but two Nazgul specialty bots. One being a Triceratops and another one being a Pteranodon. Funny enough, another flying beast. Now, for context for you, Ilva, the Keeper has essentially brought you back to the base or specifically so you can turn in the legs of this quest and get all the information that you need. It's more of a, hey, all right, you got 10 minutes, bro. Go do your thing. And then they're kind of taking you back to after, back to the waterfall and all that sort of stuff.
Copy.
But as they kind of arrive on such, what does anybody say or do? We'll start off with you, Ilva, if there's anything, or are you just waiting for them to come up?
I would just be waiting for them to come up and noticing it's not quite what we asked for.
You got it. As you do. Pans, Yurig, Shafron, Katarina, Bart, floor's yours.
York, if you could do me the honor of another uppies, just piggyback up there again, if that's okay, like last time.
Yurik is gonna look at the stuff that he's brought and he's like, I got one shoulder. Okay, got the stuffed jiggle. Here! Hey, go on!
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, all right, yeah. Let's go.
Just work the muscles, it'll make you feel better.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I was gonna ask, were the effects of the Astral Scourge, were those still like painted across us?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Yo, Ilva, these guys looking like corruption.
I'll do a check here in a second when they're all up here.
All right, you got it. We'll see as the bots are gonna just start walking over. Eventually, the Pteranodon is just gonna kind of perch itself kind of next to Spike, but on one of the horns. That's that Spike.
Okay.
Like Spark.
Okay, friend. Wait here. And Spark will fly up directly to Ilva.
You got it.
Ilva, did you get the one we sent earlier as well?
Terry
Yeah.
made it okay?
Yeah, no, we got it.
Oh, okay. You got my note?
Oh, I got your note too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely a Triceratops, I think. I'm
No,
no veterinarian, but...
Nope, not a Triceratops.
Clefaire's just sort of snickering off to the side.
I could have sworn it was an Asgore one. Is what's the metal on it?
Hands.
Okay.
Not nice to lie to our boss.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why you thought arts and crafts would be ideal in that situation.
You know, it wasn't hurting the dinosaur, so I didn't really stop it in the moment. Sorry about that.
What did you bring back?
I point to the other two dinosaurs.
There was another living Triceratops, but it got spooked and ran further into a starlight storm.
Yeah, the storm that caused this.
That's why this happened. I presume I look weird.
I believe it's currently called the Astral Scourge.
Who I like that one. Who looks the most like glowy?
Probably
I
Yurik and
was out
Katarina.
there the longest.
Yeah, Yurik and Katarina are the worst.
Yeah, okay. I'll move myself towards Katarina, and I will gesture with my hand if it's okay to touch you.
Sure.
I'm going to try and infusing my 5th level spell slot into the mark to try and take away his astral damage.
You got it. As you begin to do so, infusing the likes of the 5th level spell slot, you hold it out, and as you do so, the white mark begins to sort of shine brightly before it begins to span and change and shift for a moment. You all look over as almost as like a vacuum, the astral forces amongst Katarina's form, they slowly just are sucked away and dissipated in the likes of this mark. Because you use it as a 5th level, and choose 2 other people as well to cleanse.
Oh, look at that. You said Ureg was next. Who was the next one who was worse for wear?
Pans is fine. Pans is like good to go. You're not corrupted. Spark and Saffron, you two are the other ones that are roughed up right now.
I only have enough power for another one of you, so it's either Spark or the mist that I was not introduced to yet.
The Saffron motions for you to take it, Spark.
Oh, okay. Spark will step forward. I guess me.
I'll put my hand. I don't even know how to touch them off, but I'll just do my best.
You could just boop their forehead. It's fine.
As you do.
Head pat.
Same sort of thing. Same sensation and more as it begins, or as you're able to drain the likes of the astral liquid and the astral forces as Spark's face begins to return back to normal.
Oh, there you go. I told you guys the sands were dangerous. Hopefully now you guys have a real feel for what's out there.
So are you saying next time we go looking for dinosaurs and there's another storm to just run instead?
It is always imperative that you are safe versus what the quest or whoever's task is. It is paramount in Voden to make sure that you look after yourself and the people that you trust.
That's good. I'm not done. After this, I go back up to the island.
Mark looks pointedly at Yurig. Did you hear that, Yurig?
I've got your stuff, and dumps it. I've had a long day, okay, Spock? First there was that Kairos guy, then there was the Triceratops baby. Like, come on.
I want to just say, if any of you went above and beyond, that still speaks volumes than just running away.
I
Out
did.
Here,
Oh
I don't know if I can trust you after the stunt you pulled, but you are here and alive, so that is something. Anyone who goes out of their way, I appreciate that greatly. Even though there are no live Triceratops, you guys went out of your way to get the Nazgul ones. What?
I was just gonna say, Pans isn't lying. He did go above and beyond because he was the first one to reach the Triceratops, and we were in a cave when the storm was starting to come our way. We could have just avoided the storm altogether, but we went. So he's not a liar this time.
Apologies about that first one. I wasn't sure what the Triceratops was. It turns out it's Brontosaurus. We said it the first time.
I
Just
told
easy,
you.
easy mistake to make.
I told you it wasn't a Triceratops.
What I will.
Yes, but you're not a specialist.
Druid, it's nature is my specialty. You know what? Forget it.
Is I know.
Sorry.
I know you guys tried
and
your
Katarina
best.
also went above and beyond. She almost died trying to. We almost had a live one.
Almost.
I mean, Katarina will do better next time.
At this point, Yurik is going to go right up towards Zilva, straight right up towards Zilva, and look at her straight in the eye and go, I'll be straight with you. We understand the risks, we understood the mission. We thank you for it. Got you your stuff, got you your bag of things. Hope that is worthwhile to your settlement. Everyone
It is.
here did their best. My companions here, Miss Saffron, the Ken, Sparks,
You're back.
and Miss Katarina here, we all did our best. Now that tone, ma'am, it's fair to say, is very condescending. You are very powerful. I appreciate it. Please.
I think you have the wrong idea.
Hey. Let's sit down now.
It's okay.
You have fire in your eyes, just like myself. But again, I know stuff. The quest at hand sometimes doesn't go the right way, and in the end, you did partially complete it. So, in doing so, you will be rewarded the 300 gold and the pearls, and also the guild rank of Pirate. However, I will award one of you who deems, I guess we'll say, tried the hardest, and we will bump that individual up to Amber. Which one of you feels like they did the most?
Hans is going to step out from behind. I believe that Yurik did the most. Yurik kept us together and has been the heart of the group.
Then it will be Yurik that I pass on the Amber rank to. I do what I do for the good of where I am from, where I live, and the companions that I travel with. My tone is of no consequence as long as everyone is back safely, which you are.
And some we encountered along the way did not make it back safely, but Yurik made sure that their soul passed on to where it needed to be.
Who passed away?
Was he's going to cry. I'm gonna cry as a player, and I'm gonna cry as a character. Is this? Oh no! Oh no!
I generally don't know.
No, I'm trying not to cry in person. You can't see me because I'm not on cam, so you can't see it. But I'm really trying not to. So I'm gonna. Yurik in character will go. you can you've never seen a dragonborn cry before, but Yurig, with both his eyes, both the green eye and the blue eye that he has, both of them will just like big dragon droplets, just straight down. Looks at the stuff, looks at his companions, and go, "Well, at least there's. I thank you for this honor, I really do. But oh, we lost the life that we lost. We couldn't save. We're not strong enough. Well, some of us are not strong enough to save this individual. And there was a centaur by the name of Kairos from the great city of Ketu. I'm not sure if you've heard either of those names, but apparently it came from a place called the Sandy Deer
Tavern.
Tavern. Thank you, Miss
Correct.
Box. And they were in the middle of a fight and they saved someone. And a little part of me is not sure if they tried to save the Brontosaurus or the Triceratops that we couldn't save. The baby, there was a baby Triceratops. He's gonna choke at that. We couldn't save the baby. But I'll stop right there. If you have any questions, you are most certainly free to ask me. Let's say
You have
that.
my condolences. I know what it's like to lose friends and family.
Not a friend, not a family, just another poor soul like you, me, and the rest of us fucks out here. Just didn't have to lose his life like that.
There's nothing we could have done. And I have written down his story, and I have his loot, and I'm gonna learn how to play it, and people are gonna remember him.
And do know a bard, Miss Box, if you ever need someone to learn from. Her name is Lyria. Amazing performer. So if you ever needed someone, I can introduce you to her.
Okay, Mandy IRL is like, oh my god, yes.
Smart. At that point, Shafran goes, but I can also teach you the songs of my people to give honor to that instrument that you have.
I mean, if you want to. I didn't think you liked me, so.
Quite adequate. It's your singing that I had an issue with.
Oh, I never made music before. That was my first time.
Well, then you did exceptionally well.
Take that. Thanks.
I don't like music.
Well, whatever.
Just,
Spark
I mean, in
will-
general. Yours was okay, but it was, I mean, in
Spark will
general.
just turn to Ilva and say,
I got you your Nazgul. Does this earn me points towards the bakery?
I haven't forgot about your bakery.
Good.
I think you mean we, the fabled Triceratoppers.
Is that what you call
You're
yourself?
gonna.
Is that
If
what
that's
I
what
am-
he calls us.
No,
I don't understand.
no.
So thought it's gonna bust out laughing.
Spark is going to manifest fire in their hands.
Say that again, I dare you.
I personally
I mean,
feel
Druid.
Him to snuff the fire.
Not a
Personally,
Triceratopper.
Oh,
Triceropods are better.
Ilva, you'll see as Kimino will speak.
Yes, please, right now. Thank you.
Yes, time is running short, so I can only
Well,
hold,
send
or
me
be
the
here
next
for 2
week.
months, or a little bit longer. Wrap up here, and I will be off to the side. Yeah, Kimino will begin to sort of walk off for a little bit.
Any last questions before I take off?
Yes, but this one's not related to the current quest. It's related to something I found on an island. On the island. So I was sitting there and I was trying to meditate with one of my friends, and then I think I went to the stars. It was like a void of space.
The heavenly path.
What is it?
I don't have enough time to explain the heavenly path.
Okay, well,
However, what I will do is I will get one of the spirits to give you information on it.
Cool, thank you. That helps. Good luck. Katarina's gonna back up.
Ducky's like, oh no, that's a whole can of worms. Oh no.
I'm gonna need like an hour, bro.
Oh man, we're gonna be here. So with that, as Ilva, you hand them out any sort of rewards, and they kind of exchange all the bits of materials that they find and more. That's all said and done. Eventually, Ilva, you look at them all, and you bid them farewell. And do you head with the keeper?
I head with the keeper and return to my party.
You got it. You'll see as the keeper begins to sort of unfurl the astral cloak, and shortly after, Ilva will walk in. Be seen once more next time. Fable Rangers, as the day is won and a quest is completed, you all look about. And as the keeper begins to call in some of you for your next adventure, you notice as a couple of the other spirits will begin to slowly start forming over and around towards you. As they do, builder spirit after builder spirit begins to slowly start emerging and more. And they raise their hands, and with each raising of the hand, quest is won. Some of you begin to level up. Katarina, you to level 4. Yurig to level 3. Barkovopal to level 4. And Pan's Gaspin to level 4.
Oh yeah.
For that, my friends, Saffron, begin to gain your first tick. You only need one more to earn the likes of level 2. But as you all begin to forge your legend, you'll have to figure out next time where the Fable Rangers quest will take them. That is where we are going to end a dangerous game. Thank you guys again for everybody who was able to play, and also special shout out to Ducky for being able to be a trooper and deliver the final bits of this quest. Keeper can't take me, as they like to call it. Oh man, so special shout out to Ducky, appreciate that. And more. And again, special shout out to all of you for being able to play in this game. So I'm gonna make a little side chat in the Discord. It might be tonight, it might be tomorrow, but it's gonna be made soon, and it's gonna basically show up all the little loot that you guys would have gotten for this quest. I think there wasn't really much of anything for this one specifically because it's pretty straightforward when it comes to just materials and gathering, and then just gathering a couple people and all that stuff, right?
One thing I need to double check was because I had the restorative ointment, the Okin, like whatever it was called. I want the named one. There was only one in like the item stuff, but I know by default that has 5 charges, but I wasn't sure how many were actually there when I got it because I've used 2 in total since the
I
beginning.
can check that real quick. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Might be.
I know there was also a potion as well, but I can't remember if because obviously the threads got archived or went away, and I can't remember if I kept it or if Kane has it.
It is.
I couldn't remember
2
who picked it
doses,
up.
so you got 1 more.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna go break down stream real quick. I would love to stay in chat, but I have to go into another meeting right after this. It's been a busy day, and I also gotta take my dog out from after they chewed up all my fucking flowers and shit. So yeah. All right, everybody.
Thanks,
So
Sensei, for such a great game.
thank you guys again
Thank
for
you.
playing. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, same to all of you. It's been amazing. Thanks.
All right, thank y'all, everybody, for everyone who was able to watch and more. And special shout out to these wonderful and amazing people. We're gonna thank all these sort of follows and raids and all that craziness in the chat. And if you want to be thanked right now, then hey, now's the time to either hit that follow button or hit that subscription button. But for those of you guys who don't know who the heck I am, my name is SenseiSuplex, and basically I run a giant living persistent universe known as Project Aurora, where all the dungeon masters in the or all the dungeon masters that run games in this world can affect each other in a multitude of ways. So one campaign can affect another, and vice versa. So if that seems remotely interesting to you, be sure to join the Discord. And hey, if you want to join the likes of Voden Fables, then be sure to join and submit an application and sign up for the Patreon and more, because these are patron-ran games, and you guys can play with me. We're not going to have any games next week, but we will have a game tomorrow, Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, where you guys can check out Ducky or aka Ilva as they continue on forging on with the likes of the Soulbound campaign at level 9. All right. Special shout out to OKSDM for the follow. Thank you so much. Harry Bones, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate you. Macalunky Squadron, thank you for the 4-person raid from earlier. Showcase, thank you for the bits. And I believe that is it. That is everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everybody, be sure to take care. Be sure to go check out the YouTube video and be sure to like the video over there. We're at 15 likes, so thank you guys so much. Let's see if we can get it to 20. Let's see if we can get it to 20. I think we got like 29 people here. Just log on to your YouTube, drop a like button on the dino hunting video, and it will make my day. All right, everybody, I will see you guys later.